Like, that's really
animals.
different for you. You ate your mom just last night.
That can be taken
Wow,
in different
Zach.
ways. And
Seriously?
I think
That was
You are
not
only
okay,
human.
dude.
You may take that however
Nice to
you
come
want.
every single time something weird is said.
Welcome to the awkward chat. We're
She
makes
acts like it's
inappropriate
new.
comments.
It's not the DM only. Okay, first of all,
I said-
it's the whole
I
team,
said you.
and it's all game long.
Wow, you're so offended just because I said the DM did it.
Exactly.
You did it this time.
Yes, this time.
I forgot I
totally
voted
accept this time.
DoorDash. So if I randomly disappear,
all.
DoorDash is here.
Oh my gosh.
I love how the pizza delivery guy has DoorDash.
I hate pizza. Pizza's gross to me. I've never
What's
ordered
wrong
pizza.
with you?
Exactly.
I don't
No,
like
I am-
Italian. I don't like Mexican. I don't like pizza. I don't like seafood.
No.
So you don't like good food. Got it.
Exactly.
You know what? I will be the first to admit I do like bland food. I'm one of those weirdos who likes bland food.
You're like my brother's wife.
Like
You
salt
cannot
and
put
pepper
anything
is-
on her chicken. Yeah, just
Salt
salt
and
and pepper.
pepper,
That's it.
That
Not even-
is,
Not even
Just salt and pepper.
pepper. Ugh.
I am just the opposite. I will get angry if I have unseasoned food.
It tastes so much better.
Like I will lose my. Like I ate out at this one restaurant and they gave me unseasoned eggs. I couldn't even finish the food.
Man, unseasoned
sucks.
eggs. I've never eaten seasoned eggs. What does a seasoned egg even taste like?
You
Salt
ne-
and pepper.
Well, salt and pepper, first of all, yes, that's the main ingredient.
At
So a lot of people
bare
like
minimum,
garlic
yeah.
and
Garlic can be
onion,
good, yeah.
and chives specifically is the one they usually use. But yeah,
Nah, I mean,
So you really don't eat seasoned food, huh?
No, not at all.
You're weird.
Yeah.
You're weird.
I know.
Immediate
Hasn't that already been
decadence.
established?
Yeah.
Okay, we shouldn't have to put
We're all
any of
dead.
that out here. Yeah.
Oh, and DM, I need another NPC sheet. I
No.
have a fun thing I found online.
Fun. Let's see. How is that going to be interpreted?
He thinks it can be as chaotic as possible. That's how we interpret that, because that's
It's
usually
in there.
Yeah.
It's something that he's going to summon, and then the very next turn lose control of. Just like
Right?
And why haven't we
That's
told
exactly what
Ethan
happened.
how to summon demons yet? I mean, I'm just saying.
Because when
let's
he
just
first heard
say-
demons, it was involving sexual acts.
Is this not the same here?
Actually, I kind of need multiple NPC sheets because with this thing, it by itself, it can also summon demons.
What?
Oh yeah, that's the thing you need when you lose control of it and it lives and summons other things.
Hey, it will be fine. It will be fine. It doesn't have that much health. Wait. Let me look at their charisma bonus before.
Alright, double check. I did get a long rest so I can.
Never mind. I will
all
not
did,
be
you're good.
using them.
Okay, I just want to
Never
make sure
mind.
we're preparing new spells.
That's. I'm glad I
Have a
looked
high
at this.
chance.
Yes, they have.
High chance of breaking control.
Yes, so it's a charisma saving throw,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and they have a +4 to charisma.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I
Yeah.
don't see how there's a problem with that.
That's because you like fucking with us. We've already
But yeah,
established
I still am going to need a
You've got
another
two.
NPC. Okay, good.
so
So I'm just going to be.
Right.
Oh
Ethan
god!
needs to ask you a ring.
Lamosa, quick question.
Pizza.
No.
Ethan.
Is a dragon a beast?
I don't believe they're considered beasts. In
They're not
D&D.
considered beasts, but it is kind of DM discretion. They're just considered dragons. They're like their own thing.
Yeah, because there's so much. It's kind of like saying a fairy is similar to an elf. I mean, they're both sort of fae, but they're not.
Okay, so you would say that a dragon is not a beast.
Yes, only because of the lore behind them for D&D sakes.
That's fine. I just need to know because polymorph, I can change into any beast that its challenge rating is equal to my level, and so I need to know what classifies as a beast.
Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why D&D does not normally classify them as a beast, is because of that spell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We never have to worry about detect magic.
Yeah. Well, we didn't
Yeah,
have
you
to
have a
anyway.
dragon that flies around and finds it for you.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I think dragons are considered mystical beasts, which is why they are different from beasts, right?
According to D&D, they're just called dragons. Like
They're
their
dragons.
classification
So dragons-
is
They are too smart to be
Might
called
be
to be
3.5.
considered beasts.
All right.
Well, no, mystical beast is different than beast. I think that was a 3.5 distinguishing.
So
I don't know. I could
actually,
be wrong forever.
according to the story as is written in 5e legend lore, the dragons on the current plane of existence that you're on are not the dragons that are the mythical dragons or whatever you want to call them that you're talking about. These are great lost ancestors. The dragons that you're talking about actually exist either in Shadowfen or in the Fey Wilds. Those are actually gods compared to the creatures on this planet. The dragons it was their fault that all the planes of existence exist in the first place. That's why many of the gods take the form of a dragon in the D&D history. They're the ones they separated from the physical plane, and the dragonkin are children of those dragons that have crossed the dimensions and stayed in physical realm instead of the dragon realm, but they can't get back. Dragonkin are unable to go back to the dragon side of the universe.
They've been banned.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. The ones that have left, even if they were born on this side, are not allowed to go back.
Oh man, those mystical beasts sound very entitled, Ace.
Yeah. We'll take a dragonkin from this world, and it's like 3 times more powerful in the other world.
Turn into a dread centipede. Fuck that is. Fun.
Is it possible to use cantrips, but as spells? I don't understand your question, Sulfur.
What was it?
It's in Roll20.
Okay, so currently the cantrips I have, they are my only damage other than fireball.
Because you
Fireball.
expect warlockish.
Yeah. So in this case, is it possible that I use the cantrip spell, but I can use a spell slot to increase the damage type?
That's a very tough question, and very few DMs can answer you with a quick answer because, for instance, you have dabbled in Warlock, and that's the main reason right there. You've dabbled in Warlock. As part of the Warlock, there are many, depending on what type of Warlock you become, of course, many opportunities to empower all of your cantrips, and they naturally grow and expand based on your player level. So as a Warlock, you have 1 point in Warlock, and now all of a sudden your base cantrips for your damage is already max level because your player level is higher, and it has nothing to do with your Warlock level. And so because of that, it would make your spells a little too powerful. Now, it doesn't apply basically to any other class in the game. Like I said, there's a few spells here and there that kind of maybe, but because they automatically scale with your level, in order for me to say yes to that, I would have to say, for you to cast your cantrips, your agonizing blasts, and your chaos bolts and stuff like that are just, as Warlock spells, I'd have to make you always use spell slots. And that's just not fair to the Warlock class, because that's not how they work. But most of there's a lot of power-ups for that, which is why they don't do that. On the other hand, because you're a sorcerer, you have Quickened Spells, which is slightly kind of along the same lines. And if you cast, I believe it's Quickened Spell, that allows you to cast a primary spell such as Fireball as a bonus action. You can then cast your cantrip as your primary action, and they override each other because now you have a bonus action spell and a primary action spell, and it's perfectly allowed because they're not both actual spells, which allows you with that 1 point in Warlock to do some massive damage all by itself.
For Quicken Spell, you can use any spell. You can use 2 spells at a go, if I'm not wrong. Either way, it doesn't need to be a cantrip spell. So if let's just say I use a Hex, I can still use my Fireball. Doesn't really matter because what it does is it creates one spell to become a bonus action instead. So like I can use a spell and a bonus action spell at the same turn. I can also use this.
I don't know what this is, but yes, that's basically exactly what I'm trying to get at. So, ooh, I heard a bloop. That's my brother being stupid.
Y'all, dread centipedes are broken.
There's a lot of fun things.
What the fuck? This creature.
Speaking of this, let's go back to the last game real quick. Does any of you have any of the magical items I handed out that I did not give enchant information to or for?
I saw in my list that I magically have the fire armor you told me about that I was asleep for.
Okay. We'll talk more about that armor later. Are you the only one that has issues? I think I added some for everybody else. Kind of had a bunch of items out there. I don't know who got them all. Friendship. Oh, yeah, I don't know who actually acquired them, but it shows here that I gave to everybody the Cloak of the Manta Ray and the Immovable Rod.
You have Immovable Rod, that was for Kay's character specifically.
Okay, I'll make sure that he has that
And
specifically then.
for the Sending Stones, we never said anything, but for the Manta Cloak, I believe I said I would take it because Ethan's a pack rat.
Yeah, I figured it all ends up in your pack if nobody else takes it.
Yeah, basically, anyway.
Yeah.
The Sending Stones, though, we never said who is going to get the Sending Stones, and who has the earring?
That's a very good question. I know
Last we
Peter
said,
sounded, or not Peter.
last we said I thought Mizu had both.
Earrings, yes.
Yeah, Mizu has both earrings.
At the moment, I believe that. Actually,
The
I
Sending
have them set
Stones,
in
we
her inventory even.
Oh.
And Sending Stones,
Yeah,
I
and
don't have set to anyone.
We didn't have it set up for anybody in regards to that. There was a possible thought of leaving one with, say, Peter here, so that we can communicate with him while we're going out and about.
Just annoy
But-
Peter. Like, he's like, I'm out. And we're just like, hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
It sounds like you guys.
Oh, 100%.
I'm just saying that was something that was brought up at one point, so I figured I'd bring it up again.
You know what? Because Rangor basically doesn't have anything, I'm going to give him the Sending Stones for now. I know he's not
True.
here, but it
True.
makes sense.
Mans only has my staff. My old hand-me-down staff.
Yeah.
That's...
Cloak
Oh,
of the
well, he
Manta
has
Ray
that.
probably should go to him too, but, you know,
He has that
whatever.
one item that he's attuned to. The totem.
Which totem?
The beast totem or whatever, because I have...
Oh.
It goes hand in hand with
Druid
mine.
Beast Stone, yeah.
Yeah,
And the Horn of Endless Beer.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go pick up my DoorDash food and I'll be right back.
He's lying.
Bland
He's not
food.
coming back. When you eat food that bland, you never come back from it.
Wow.
What bland stuff does DoorDash sell?
Who knows? But I'm sure he found it. Okay.
Lane sandwiches, maybe?
I'm gonna ask him what exactly is he eating?
Okay, so, I don't know if I have everybody in this screen. I don't think I do. I tried to put all your characters in here. This building is very not pretty because Alex didn't ever finish setting it up with me. So I've done some of the work today. I don't know if you guys can see the yellow lines on there. That's smart if you can't. That's supposed to be there.
Hello.
Hello, who are you?
Welcome!
Sorry about that.
So what you eating there?
That's not Alex.
Oh,
I suddenly there was a new person in the dorm, and yeah,
Oh, there is someone new?
yes, there is someone new. I think. Wait, let me just double check their name. Sorry for derailing everything.
Yeah, we
His
haven't
name's
started
Alan.
anything yet.
You're not the only one who's late, so no worries.
Okay, his name's Alan Watson, and he was pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
I just threw my curtain to the ground. Yay!
Just
Why?
I'll be
trying to adjust
constructing
it.
my laptop in a second, and then I'll join you properly.
You're gonna construct your laptop?
Yes, because I have my laptop, I have the fan for the laptop, I have the mouse for the laptop. You know.
So you're gonna assemble the parts of your laptop.
Yes, I am going to put together my laptop to make it fully functional. The wording's a little off, but I know. Be good.
Peter, you're the rules lawyer, and Alex wasn't fully here.
What's going on?
Ethan,
Is someone dying?
What? Yes, absolutely.
No,
There's always somebody
we haven't
dying in
even
this game.
started. Shut up, Zach.
Okay.
We haven't even started. Something completely different.
Okay.
Sulfur has
So-
brought up a question about Ethan and
Yeah.
cantrips with people dumping spell slots into them in order to power them up more. How would you feel about that?
I mean, it hasn't. That was one thing that I did when I first started out, and I didn't know that cantrips. Yeah,
Power up themselves.
Yeah, I would say like cantrips already normally scale with your overall level. If you're empowering it through putting a first level or a second level spell slot into it, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be like a huge thing unless it's like, suddenly you're taking a massive amount of damage for one save. But here's the thing. Since you're putting it, like, just a quick question. Is it mainly involving Toll the Dead?
She didn't specify.
Okay.
The whole point, my idea was because she is Warlock and has the Warlock spells that actually scale really well just based off of player level.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's double scaling all of her skills. And that's where my brain goes to.
I would say, well, since it's first the Warlock spells that naturally scale in terms of their potency,
at higher levels.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can sync Warlock spell slots, say if it was a 3rd level Warlock spell slot, because, you do that with Armor Valagathist or something like that. But you would normally need... I mean, I don't see the overall, huge problem with it, but it's just something to be cautious about. I'm sure there's different things that actually provide a deeper understanding on the topic. Like if I tried pulling up Google, they would probably have multiple different things. I know it's technically not allowed, but in terms of what you want to do at the DM's discretion, it's fully up to you on whether or not you want that to be a thing in your game or not.
I get that.
mean,
I get that. That's why she
has
asked
4
me.
arms.
Right,
Yeah.
but your arms basically don't mean anything to the game.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's allowed.
So, let's see. I would say... I mean, there's the inherent riskiness with Warlock spell... or with cantrips rather than spell slots. Like, usually with spell slots, it's a save or take half damage. And with Toll the Dead, let's say they're sinking in a 3rd level spell slot for Toll the Dead. It's already got 2d12 due to the spell level, and then you're sinking in 3 extra things, so it'd be 5d12. So maximum damage would be around 60. Average damage is around 30, equal to Fireball, which is, 5d6, I think.
You're looking at Fireball, yeah, between 20 to 30 damage on average.
Which is 20 to 30. However, the main thing is Fireball, it's save or take half damage, unless you have evasion. With Toll the Dead, it's either you save and take that high amount of damage, or you don't, you save it and you take 0 damage versus not saving it and possibly taking a massive amount. Disintegrate?
Mm-hmm. Disintegrate's a really powerful spell.
Yeah. Disintegrate is a really powerful spell, but if they pass that dex save, it is a completely wasted spell slot, because you never get that damage through.
Exactly.
So,
but that also goes to, say, Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
But they get 3 or 4 blasts, and just dumping spell slots in there, you're now upgrading the damage, which is already upgraded because you now can split blasts not only between people, but hit the same person with multiple blasts.
I would say that is also very similar to the most recent Tasha's Cauldron of Everything weird version of Magic Missile. I know it was on one of
no, you're right.
Claudel's characters, where it was Magic Missile, but it does a little bit of extra damage normal than the regular Magic Missile. But when you increase a spell slot, you just add another missile. So,
well, Magic Missile, you always add an extra missile.
Yeah, I would say you first initially, you would have to make it balanced, treat the cantrip as a 1st level spell slot.
That's how
that could possibly work.
If we use the cantrips as spells instead of as cantrips, then I don't see a problem. But if you allow it for the unlimited cast and it scales, then I think it easily starts overpowering higher level spells, and cantrips are supposed to be fallen back on, except for in the case of warlocks, where they're the primary abilities.
Yeah, just because in terms of specifically Eldritch Blast is always going to be good in terms of providing consistent damage. And so with that natural scaling, that'll be a thing. But if you want to add and pump in extra damage, you have to go and add a spell slot higher than 1st level to actually get that extra bit of damage.
We might do something of that nature.
That's
and
what
count it as 1st slot.
Yeah.
Okay, we might experiment with something like that. That's not a bad idea.
Count it as a 2nd slot if you're wanting to get another shot out. Since, you'd be usually at... Because here's the thing. That would mean 4d10 plus the charisma modifier. So let's just say all 5 hit, or all 4 hit. Then that's a charisma bonus of 5 for each, so that's 20 flat damage, no matter what, for each of them. And then also those d10s of damage, which could be a maximum of, again, 60 damage, but a minimum this time of 24 damage. But you have to hit all of those Eldritch Blasts. Right. So that's why I think it would have to be at least a spell slot higher than second, or higher than first, to where you can actually get it to go. I mean, you could specifically create a magical item.
Now that's talking something outside of where we're going. But
yeah, that's outside of where we're going, to make it a unique scenario. Like, hey, like this one specific magic item where it's like, hey, you can concentrate on 2 things at once. That's a pretty cool magic item.
A powerful magic item.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty powerful magic item. But yeah. So that's my take on it. I mean, that's entirely up to you on whether or not you want to have that impact your game or not. The one that can always be the scariest will be Eldritch Blast, because you can always still pump in that extra stuff. I mean, I don't know if all the invocations are going towards Eldritch Blast right now, but you could have 300 range, slowing them by 10 movement speed for each hit.
Agonizing Blast, which increases
Agonizing
damage.
Blast, which uses the charisma modifier, and then you also add in those extra bolts. That's why it's... But that's going full Eldritch
straight
Blast.
Into Eldritch Blast, yeah. I get that.
So you don't get all the extra stuff. So I would say,
They have a lot of other things too. But yes, that's the main spell that they focus on pushing. And I've already deemed that in case of like Armor of Agathis, or specifically the Warlock's concentrated spell, where you can keep Mage Armor up basically all the time. It's concentration, I think, but it's always up. And I already said, basically, for if you want to use it, it levels up to your highest spell slot, so it gives you +1 armor class for your highest level spell slot that you can cast as a Warlock.
That's pretty
powerful.
That's pretty strong.
Well, that allows a Warlock to have 20 AC, ultimately.
Yeah. That'll get things interesting, to say the least.
You could be a battle Warlock. You don't need to if you're a Dex-based one, but we don't have a Hexblade Warlock running around right now, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah. I was just thinking a previous character was possibly going to use was an Artificer Blade Singer. And that person could get up to 22 AC consistently. And I decided not to bring this character into the game.
Yeah.
And so we have Lucius, because he's nicer.
Well, I agree. It's kind of like Solo, though. When he quit, he had 20 AC. And he could go up above that if I just give him...
That's just monks.
Oh, yeah. And he can go above that if I gave him any form of equipment that increased his AC. So, I mean, I can't hit him. There is nothing I can do. But the harder I try to hit him, the harder it is for the rest of you guys. So,
that is a side story. I'm looking up what, in terms of cantrips and just sinking in spell slots.
Yeah. What's the party gonna do next?
Exactly. That's what I was about to get. While he's doing that, let's ask the big question. You are all standing before Peter. It's first thing in the morning. Well, I shouldn't say first thing, because we all know you're all late sleepers. So it's probably around 11. You've eaten breakfast. You're still groggy-eyed. You're standing in front of Peter and his wife sitting on the throne. And he asks, well, now that you've killed this dragon and have flown a ship through the sky back here, what are we doing? What is your next task? You going to kill the squiddies?
Kind of curious, can we see the dragon map?
Sure.
Are you Peter now? Are you taking over his character?
I'm a little confused.
Rough. He can put it in his own words, but that's basically what's going to be said for this one
How
instance.
do you know?
You know what?
You're not Peter.
Fine, it's his wife asking this. Now, quit it.
It's his wife asking.
Okay, you can be Peter's wife.
Peter's drunk in the corner right now. He's passed out.
Oops, that's not the right map.
I'm just saying.
Quiet. I got it. He has turned into an NPC.
Gotcha.
Oh, come on. Don't
Press
pull that
A
shit
to
again.
talk to me.
So honestly, the squids would be the next stop. Unless we went what was that?
You can go south to Ebonhold, or you can go back north to Zimiaya Gora. Which I really do need to rename, but it works.
I would say...
we go up north, we hit Mythborough where the Illithids are, or at least we believe they are, right?
Well, they're above Mythborough in the Zimiaya Gora.
Well, yeah.
Inside the Dwarven cities, there specifically.
Do we feel like we're ready to take on a hive mind?
I just
don't
want to call it Yaya.
believe... Yeah. I myself would believe that... I don't think we should right now. I mean, that's a hive mind. And...
But we just killed a dragon!
Well, yes, we killed the dragons, so killing more dragons seems reasonable. You know, but going to take on this criminal organization that has a hive mind, that already controls an entire town, that seems a bit much. I will say.
Somebody on the inside.
Who?
I point to Ethan.
You're inside. You're an Illithid?
She speaks
What have
their
you not
language.
told me?
They listen to her.
But,
Are she? Is she wearing the dress? Then
No,
they?
not right now.
Okay. He.
Last
Oh
I heard, he's wearing his original outfit.
Okay.
No, I mean, well, the dress because we are fighting a dragon, right?
Did you put the dress back on?
Oh, this is the next day, right?
She.
This is the next day.
What's the hottest? Help.
this is a very...
Pronouns are Ethan.
They...
Ethan.
They... Yes, but how do you... No, they. Let's just use they. This is the easiest one.
Nice general term.
A nice general
And
term.
it's actually true because there are two Ethans.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Lucius
But if you
doesn't.
just want to call me her today, that
Peter
would be
does.
fine as well.
What?
He couldn't hear you over his own talking.
I'm sorry, come again? I apologize. That isn't wrong. I was a little confused.
If you wish to call me her today, that would be fine too.
Oh. Okay,
But yeah, let me
this is
get
even
the
more
normal
confusing.
foot then.
Lucius, look, I'm sorry. I sometimes forget because we did the whole friend thing where we attacked each other. So I forget that you all are new.
What?
We're not supposed to do that, honey. I keep telling you stop attacking people.
Okay.
Oh, we are supposed to attack people?
You know
No.
what?
No.
You guys were very, very creepy that one time when we were on the boat.
Oh my
So
gosh.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
gonna hold a produce flame in my hand, just ready. Just
Nope. Honey, put it away.
One thing that I would say, let's stay here for a day. Let's debate what's going to go on. I mean, that Birdman seems pretty reasonable.
The bird out drunk in the corner. How reasonable is a drunk unconscious guy?
He's
supposed
not
to
drunk.
be?
He's not drunk. I was just screwing. But we should discuss this over brunch, and then we can go. Also, over brunch, you could possibly tell me what the deal is with all of you.
As long as you tell me why you have 4 arms.
I was born with it.
Cool. Are you sure? Did 2 of
Yes.
them go slower than the other 2, or did they all come at the same time?
Oh my gosh.
I did. Look, puberty was weird. I'll be honest.
Oh no.
Some ones were longer than the others, but
I'm surprised at this exact moment Selhani doesn't just transform into a spider and kind of like wave his arms in the air. Just saying.
We don't talk about this.
Ethan is taking notes.
I am an
Oh,
adult. Normal tieflings don't have 4 arms. I've learned this.
Oh, yeah. No, you look really weird. I'm sorry.
I get that.
Oh my god.
Who is
really
the
like
heck?
it.
Who is
Some
trying?
arms are longer
Look.
than others?
Look, hey, guess what? I can play it. Look. He starts playing the violin while also strumming the guitar. Isn't this cool?
Those 2 instruments sound terrible together.
No, they don't. They sound amazing.
I love the
Damn.
violin, but whatever you're playing in your other hand sucks.
Shush. Look, I'm left-handed, okay?
Wow.
I'm left-handed and right-handed.
Does it matter which left?
Yes, it does. What is happening with the color is the fog covering the world?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, a storm's coming.
What the hell is going on?
The server is
Okay.
log covering.
Let me see. Let me try and performance. 26. I'm performing pretty fucking good. Okay.
13.
See it.
I rolled a 13 plus 13. Okay.
Damn.
And so
Yeah.
Hani insults you anyways.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Let's see how much I can get this shit. That's the
Oh
true
my
question.
God.
This is like insight. Are you fucking kidding me?
Let's see how much I really can.
Roll for give a shit.
Because, she is still slightly mad Peter's
Oh,
gone,
gosh.
and a little apprehensive about new people.
Princess Diana is
Mhm.
clapping her hands on the other hand and says, yes, you, can you go retrieve him a couple of coins of gold from the treasure? I know we don't have much left, but he did a great job. Fabulous. Fabulous. And Peter probably
The max
face palms.
I had
I'm running out of money faster than I can make it. It's
Don't
only been
want fist
3
bump.
days and we're almost out of money.
No, that's not
Stop
happening.
talking is Peter.
I said probably. You're-
Hopefully the town's not broke by now.
The town is raided. So, I mean,
Well, okay. Now we're
She
getting into
left-
what Peter's been doing over the past few days.
Yeah.
It was rated by itself, so technically the well didn't leave it.
Also, weird, because I fell asleep. Are we carrying a dragon heart? Are we just lugging around a dragon heart right now?
Yes.
Oh, it's
Did cut the
in
dragon
cold
heart out.
storage at the basement.
Oh yeah, by the way, I skinned the babies. I have.
and she saved some of the meat and threw that in the cellar. So you guys are
This is one of the
feasting
worst
on
things
dragon.
to say out of context.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna be eating freaking dragon meat, so that's gonna get
Dragon
prepared.
baby!
Like,
Dragon
Dragon,
meat.
dragon baby pizza!
I've heard you can barbecue it.
Do you want
yes,
to? You're welcome to try.
dragon.
There's
You know?
plenty. There's like 70
Burning-
pounds down there.
Yeah.
It actually explodes. By the way,
What?
What?
dragon rules. If you don't properly cure the meat, due to the chemicals the dragon has inside that they use to create their fire, they explode when fire touches their flesh, which is why they're covered in the scales.
What?
What the
I want to
fuck? Where did you get that from?
You see, initially I was thinking puffer fish, has a little gas thing, that fugu fish, cut it wrong and someone dies.
Poison.
But that's even more confusing.
So
No,
they're
but that's fine,
incredibly
'cause then you can
vulnerable
have
to
explosives.
fire underneath their scales.
Huh.
We have explosives. We've got bombs now.
We kind of do.
Yeah, I mean, I
Bomb
should fire
dragon meat,
spells.
light it on
So
fire.
we literally have.
Prestidigitation, we have a nuke.
If you cure it like you
Throw-
would beef, you
throw
hang it
dragon
and
meat.
drain it of its liquids and maybe even turn it into jerky. It's amazing food, and you can recook it. It's just raw, straight off the beast, dragon flesh. It's not.
I already told you I was hanging it just like I would a deer.
I know, I understand
blood
that, and I
drain.
and I agreed with that. You guys even took vials of some of the blood. Totally
Yeah.
accept that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Well,
Okay, so for our next dragon, we're keeping it fresh so that we can just like randomly lob it at people we don't like and then cast fireball.
and thus we're going to kill another dragon, and not the illithids.
But now we have
It's
bombs.
been decided.
Multiple things at once.
It's been decided.
I thought you guys were going to wait
No,
a day
it
before you
hasn't.
decided this.
By
By your rule.
You're a disembodied voice. Lucius is talking.
And Lucius falls asleep for all of 3 seconds and then wakes up and says, "Okay, it's the next day, let's go."
Stop putting words in his characters' mouths! What the hell?
Isn't that what he just said himself? I'm not putting it in his
It's both.
mouth.
You just
Both of
did.
Hey, Peter,
Yeah.
can I go bug your guards?
Oh my gosh.
He
wrong with
puts his
Ohio?
hands in front of his face and just why?
Because you're king, I can do it.
No,
Oh my
that's you're not getting special treatment. That's not happening.
I think that's the smartest thing said today.
I need to be a proper ruler of this place, and also everything's just been raided. Everyone's on edge. You might get yourself hurt.
Yeah, but like you know how like you know sometimes guards you try to make them laugh to see if they're like really good guards because if they don't laugh they're like,
Whisk
Okay,
goes up
what
to Honey and puts the rainbow cloak on her again.
what are you trying?
Here's the thing though, I'm calm, so this is just like this isn't an anger, this is just in happiness. So the rainbow cloak is useless.
What are you trying to do?
I just want to make one of them laugh.
Yeah, but that can be done a lot of ways, you know. Hey, haha, I murdered your friend. Isn't that funny? You know? So
That is not a way to make someone
yeah,
laugh.
but that's what a
Whisk
psychopath
takes
does.
Honey by the hand and
I
leads
see
her
that we no
gently
longer-
away from Peter. Whisk
But-
takes Honey by the hand and leads her gently away from Peter. We take a walk around. I mean, if Sahani allows me to, we take a walk around the dining hall, and then we end up in front of the guard. And I tell the guard, "Hey, this kid wants to make you laugh."
And the guard just looks at the kid and very sternly and says, "Good luck, kid."
fucking like
I've been working on this one all night, all right? Because, you know, I slept earlier and then everyone slept and I was wide awake because I slept. But, yeah, okay. So, all right.
Need to work on the delivery, sweetie.
Whisk puts an arm on Sahani's shoulder reassuringly.
Peter's just watching from a distance, very disappointed.
Kay
Wondering what
is
the hell.
just going to be staring at the guard and is in the mouth. You better laugh.
Okay, I got it.
Who are you?
Alright, I got it, buddy. This one's a dark joke just for you.
Oh my gosh.
How do you know?
The guard that comes up.
Wait.
How do you know if your magic sword is blunt?
He looks at his sword and goes, "I don't have a magic sword."
You had to kill the kids, Joe.
How-
Seriously.
Peter starts laughing.
Your chainmail.
Peter starts
Do you know the people that work for Peter? They're not the most intelligent people.
laughing. Yeah, please.
What forest animal helps the druid get that nice green color for their robe?
What? What are you talking about? You're wearing black.
I mean, I'm wearing red, so maybe your eyes are broken.
Okay,
Is
I
my-
lead
He's gonna look
is
at
my
Tahani
guard
away
colorblind?
from the guard.
This one might
Is
be.
my guard colorblind?
This one might be, yes.
Everything is gray.
Definitely wearing red.
I might be part dog.
Like, my
I
dress
was thinking
looks like
Ethan,
fire.
and I said Salhani. It
Yeah,
was my
it's
fault,
being-
but one of
it's
them is
pretty
wearing
rough.
black and red, and the other one's wearing red and black.
Hey, Lucius, do you have the ability to make someone laugh? This might be needed. No Tasha's hideous laughter.
Well, I do have command, but they'll hear me utter the word laugh before they laugh.
Okay.
I
This
don't
one's
think
a
it
sure
matters.
winner.
It might make
This
Connie
one's-
happy.
This one's a sure winner. Okay,
Oh no.
why is a necromancer
Can I
not always a
give
bad guy?
Tahani bardic inspiration so that she is at least a little bit funny?
Oh,
Laugh. Laugh.
Wait. All of the
Before the punchline, just laugh.
guard. Here's Peter and just starts
No,
laughing
no,
hysterically,
It's
rolling
a
on.
wisdom saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
Okay.
Let's see if they can laugh.
Yeah, look.
Wisdom
Listen, I want
saving
to point
throw.
out I said 3 jokes.
I'm
No
waiting for him to roll a natural 20 on this. Like,
Oh, that's true. It can
I've never said a
happen.
first line. I've just been saying different joke names.
I rolled a 24.
a natural 20 plus 4. Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
Darn it.
He just kind of like brightens up and then he slouches down. He's like, this is going to be harder than this, okay? Like,
Thanks for trying.
yeah.
Okay,
I do
okay.
apologize.
What do you call a 1,000-year-old fae?
She's gonna keep telling those jokes until he laughs.
He goes,
Do you have Tasha's?
do you mean fairy?
No, like you. Okay, all right. Did you guys hear about the magic skillet?
I don't cook.
Please do it.
Okay. So, like, how do you call a magician who's incredibly good? Oh no, that's a cookie one.
Do it now!
I was just getting ready to have Camille do something.
Alright. I think you have to make a wisdom save against the Tasha's. Yep.
Oh man. Passed it.
Fucking A, damn.
Screw it.
He is not laughing.
I have to tell you though, the guard on the other side of the room, the guard on the other side of the room, right behind Salhani, is laughing his head off.
Who? The guard next.
The guard behind Salhani is just chuckling and laughing behind Salhani, going, "You pick the dumb one."
Okay, like, what's a rogue's
Camille.
favorite meal?
So Camille dominates person. Wisdom
K
saving
is
throw.
just
I rolled a
K
17.
is
Damn it! Why does he get plus 4 for wisdom? I thought you called him dumb.
I got the perfect
His
joke for
intelligence
you.
is low. His wisdom is high.
I got the perfect joke for you. This one's a sure winner. Okay, so there's
Let me
2
try.
orcs, all right, and they're flanking the gelatinous cube, right? And then the first orc goes, "How do you get to the other side of the cube?" And the second orc goes, "What are you talking about? You're that other side."
Laugh.
Did you just tell me to laugh again?
Yes.
Yes, he's commanding you again. We need this to stop.
Oh my gosh. All Peter has to do one time is just tell him to laugh, and he will.
No, this is Lucius. This is Lucius.
I get that. I get that. Hold on. Where is...
Okay,
He's even
Alex,
using
that's
thaumaturgy
legit
to
funny.
make the word laugh be louder.
Oh god.
I was trying to find your second-hand guy. Where did I put him?
The second hand guy.
Why the second hand guy?
Get out of
Because I
4.
wanted him to walk in on the side and just laugh hysterically.
Oh man.
I can't figure out where I
Just
put
roll
him.
your d20 and your plus 4.
Well, Wisp is
I don't think I
laughing
passed this time.
hysterically.
I got a 13.
Nope, did not pass. He finally laughed.
Alright.
I knew the orc one would get you. I knew it.
Thank you, Lucius. That was never going to stop.
Think. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
We all tried hard. Took way too much effort to make this one guard laugh. What the fuck?
He just didn't want to.
Two
He
commands,
didn't
a dominant
consent.
person, and cautious, hideous laughter. Yeah. Yep.
That's
He
team
didn't
knows
consent.
everyone.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to the team, Lucius. You helped a little kid achieve a dream of making a guard laugh.
Uh-huh.
Now we can go do something different. Okay.
Now... What are we doing? We're going to... Let's spend the night. We're spending the night?
Yep,
Yes, we're spending the night. I'm curing the dragon meat, as I would deer traditionally.
Okay.
And
Side note.
I really want to...
Kay is going to say, but hey, if we're spending the night here, I can tell one of the innkeepers to let us in for free.
No, you're not.
AK.
Why would we need to? We have rooms here.
Kay's gonna scratch his head about rooms where.
Okay.
We know the king, so we just go
There
upstairs.
are rooms here. You're not about to try and con over one of the tavern owners.
But no, Kay is gonna say, like some people heard that I did a wonderful thing, and so people would just tend to like me more, especially innkeepers.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a castle.
Yeah.
You can sleep in the castle.
Yeah,
Leave
no.
the innkeepers alone.
You are not. No.
It's not a con. They let me in like by their own choice. Like
I don't
Why do
trust
you want to?
anything what you're saying.
like if you don't believe me, we don't have to do it. But just I can prove myself.
There are rooms here. There's no need to prove yourself.
Hey,
Okay, fine. In the next town, I'll do it.
The next town you can absolutely do it.
Okay, fine. Then he's gonna
Wisp
stick
is
his tongue out.
sitting in the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Peter, I think you need more plants. I'm gonna go plant some plants. Be right back.
At least she's not harassing guards.
Yeah.
So I'd like to
Just
spend
right
8
now,
hours
he's
Yeah.
doing so high.
I love the courtyard.
Greenery's great, and it'll help with the soil, I'm assuming.
There.
If Wisp
Ooh,
is
and
looking,
food.
Peter pops up the mask for a second and mouths, "Please keep an eye on her."
Over 8 hours, we enrich the land. Plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year and yield twice the normal.
Wow!
See, that's good.
Cool.
Okay.
Yay!
So she goes outside and starts making
For 8 hours. I'm just fucking chilling.
Sorry.
I'm about as
Wisp is
chilling.
going to try to build something like a chicken coop or something because there's a lack of chickens in the area.
Peter
Where's
gave his
Derek?
chicken a very specific place. Okay, I don't have a Derek icon yet.
Yeah, but Peter gave his one discriminated or privileged chicken a very special
Discriminated.
area.
Wow.
Like the general lack of
It's like the president's turkey. It's the pardoned turkey, okay? Just
Yeah,
think of it like
so,
that.
like, there's a lack of general chickenness in the area which Wisp is going to fix.
God damn it. Okay. Peter isn't
So
here
beside the
to
farm,
contest this.
Peter's standing right in front of Wisp.
I'm pretty
No,
sure they both
actually-
left. Yeah,
Yeah,
they both-
Peter sent Wisp to go keep an eye on Hani, so they're all outside.
Yeah.
Kay
Yeah,
is
we're
gonna go
outside.
try and scam somebody. So he's gonna try and find like the closest magic shop.
he's gonna find it in shambles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There are no businesses
Never mind.
that are in working condition currently outside of the castle.
Mhm.
I
Never
thought there were
mind
a couple.
Nah, they all left.
For the
I
most
thought
part.
some of them stayed.
A couple of the
The-
people
the-
stayed, but they're now working directly for
In-
Peter in the castle now.
In the castle, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because you wanted information on trade routes and whatnot.
That's right, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you're going to be able to grow some stuff, so I got you, bud.
Wait,
Yeah,
Kay's not
Vicky,
walking.
Honey, and I were making really nice food for the people.
I mean,
Yay.
I could have been a dick and just done the instant route in a 100-foot radius of thick plants.
Thank you.
But I went the 8-hour route.
Thank you.
To do the exact same thing.
No, it makes farmland enriched.
Yeah. Which is really useful right now. I will say.
Mhm.
Helping. For once.
Okay.
Kay is gonna walk up to Ethan and say, "Hey, I just remember, didn't we mentioned something about you being a god or having a cult or something?" What's that about?
Claire might be occupied.
Oh, let me get the other Ethan.
This will be interesting. The other Ethan. Hey.
This is Ethan versus E. So.
Hello. My name's Ethan.
What the hell? I don't think I've ever heard Ethan sound that masculine.
No, I know. That's just making a joke.
Yes.
Other Ethers.
So she's going to be
probably
in and
like,
out for the whole day. There's no guarantee when or not she'll, be able to respond to us. So if you're
She
getting
is
much,
listening.
she is
She's
listening.
typing it
I'm
out.
just saying. So be careful when you ask her questions because she's very busy with other things too.
At work. Running event.
She's tattooing him now.
Yeah, okay. So she spends a few hours giving him this beautiful tattoo, probably the best one she's ever done on his hand. And now he worships two gods.
Wait, he doesn't. Oh, yeah.
You do have your own patron. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Your patron is not going to accept you with a different patron. I'm just saying.
You're cheating on me?
My patron loves me too much to do anything about it.
It's a polyamorous patron.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I told them, like, hey, I can't be held down. I'm not some one type of man type of guy.
You know what? Hold on.
Please no.
Your patron finds it hot.
Let's go to sleep.
Yeah, my patron says that he has to be in the corner watching.
Let's go to
What?
sleep. Sleep.
What? Okay.
Just want this day to be over.
So you guys,
Brunch.
you guys could, you just finished breakfast. So Peter's really just trying to say, get out of the castle or go to sleep. Go to your bedrooms. You have one. Go.
Peter wants to kick us out of the castle? Is that
No,
really what
he
Peter
does
wants
not.
to do?
He wants them
Peter
to
wants to lock us
stay.
in.
Yeah.
Peter wants us to be under house arrest.
Exactly.
So
But he wants you out
get
of town.
town. Yeah. Either out of town or in the castle. Because
Because we are.
Hey, Kay. Hey, Kay.
What do you do?
So, you're gonna be joining us, right?
Yes.
You're gonna be joining us for, like, as long as you live forever, basically.
Yep, I will be here forever.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah, because I've been talking to abyssal to like the demons, and they said that there's the dragons are conspiring with with some demons and some weird guy. So yeah, I'm gonna be with y'all until I find the person who slaughtered my village.
And then after that, you're gonna leave.
And then I'm gonna help y'all kill all the dragons. Because I don't like them. I spit on them.
After,
Camille doesn't count. You leave my Camille alone.
But Camille doesn't count as a full dragon.
Okay.
I'm
Just
talking
saying.
about big
Can't say it all
dragons, not.
Okay.
Do I count? Rawr.
Yeah. I'm scary.
Camille
No
is a
touching my
dragon
Camille.
cat.
Yeah. Ethan is going to say,
Camille
well,
is a dragon cat. He's not a dragon.
yeah.
I'm just saying, don't touch my Camille. I will bolt.
so like you're gonna be joining us forever, right? Until you die.
I'll be joining y'all until I die or the party splits up.
Oh, okay. Well, if you promise that you're gonna be joining us forever and like being loyal and all of that, then you promise?
I promise.
Pinky promise?
I will pinky promise everything. Say anything for the Ethan.
Okay. And then Ethan's gonna pull out a ring and pass it to him and ask him to wear it.
Oh.
This is an interesting turn of events.
What ring is this?
Ethan's gonna pass him the ring of recall.
Yeah,
Okay.
with no question, Katie's gonna put it on. He said, "I like shinies."
My brain went to the ring of mimic first. And
Right?
So I was like, what's going on?
That would be hilarious, but okay.
Yeah, he's gonna give him the ring of mimic. So looking at my current items, it's once per day you can recover a spell slot used on a failed spell cast, which I think is really good for a warlock.
Oh yes, that is wonderful. That means Witch Bolt is now the most broken ability I have.
Can be. Not always.
Woo!
I can, cause that is 5d12 of damage. That I can use again without using a spell slot.
But it only works on a failed spell cast.
Yeah, so I get a do-over with Witch Bolt. I like it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like getting an extra spell slot, and in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fail safe. So yes, I passed him the ring.
Yeah, Kay's gonna put it on
Does it do
without
anything?
question. Kay's gonna put it on without question. Say shiny.
Oh, he's
Oh,
so
no.
cute.
Super
Oh, no, what?
No, I looked up bad D&D jokes, and I was just reading them off. And another side note, I can't help you because I've refreshed 4 times.
What? That is just the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so I would if I could, but I can't.
I don't believe it. I believe it, but I don't believe it.
Wait, who's the person that got a DoorDash?
Me.
What's up?
What did you eating over there?
Chinese
Alex.
food. Chicken
So-
skewers and fried rice.
Oh, you bland.
What?
You.
Wait. Alex is the way he eats, apparently his food's very bland, and he doesn't like more than salt and pepper on his food, so it's become kind of yep.
I'll use soy sauce. Does that count?
It's become a thing.
No.
That's just,
Salt.
no!
Yes, it counts.
That is the salt and pepper of Chinese
you-
food.
It literally
Yeah.
is basically
If
salt.
you had any less seasoning, you would be British. Like,
No,
let
no,
me
no.
have this
Probably
cold can of beans and a single egg for breakfast.
Beans and toast is delicious. Have you ever had?
Oh my god.
Grilled
You're
cheese
not
is
helping.
delicious.
You're
What
not
cheese
helping.
like though? That's another question. Bland food.
Not helping.
I actually don't like baked
argument.
beans that they use, so I make Great Northern beans.
Oh my god.
This wasn't supposed to be a serious thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to our group.
That's the name of the group. This wasn't supposed to be a serious thing.
I thought it was tangents. Just saying.
I mean,
It's a lot
tangents
easier
work.
to say.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you guys think?
It's tangent, aka this wasn't supposed to be a serious thing.
Oh, I like the combo. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of our campaign now.
Forget War of the Dragon.
You're right. I'm gonna go rename every episode.
When
Tangent.
when were there wars involving dragons? We just killed one.
Just now. That's
Yeah,
it.
the weakest one in the
Very
entire
recent.
game.
Shut up. I know, we're
Let's kill
trying.
more. Let's kill more. Speaking of which,
Can
let's go to
we?
sleep and then yes, let's go do it.
Kay is
You
going
said it was the
We're
weakest
going to
one.
sleep again?
Yeah.
Damn, my fence
You
is
spent 8 hours in the yard making it better. I would say that Mizu is probably taking care of the meat to dry it properly, and once she's done, go out and kind of help clean up the town because there's still chaos.
Kay is just going to sit outside the castle and sit there.
Okay.
Lucius is just practicing.
Practicing what?
Hey, Wisp.
His instruments.
Yes.
And also the pan flute.
Do you think he would get mad if I cut one of his strings on one of his instruments?
Why are you?
So I don't
Okay.
think that's
This
a
is
good
between me
idea,
and Wisp.
darling.
You are not here.
I know. I understand I'm not there, but what I'm confused about is that we've lost Grim, who likes to torment people. Now Hani's taken up that role.
That sounds about right.
There
Yeah.
needs to be one in the group.
Oh my gosh.
The rule of two.
Look, she's living
Rule
off the
of
high
life.
of killing 2 dragons now. I mean, she's on it.
Yeah. She's
Actually,
young.
Kay is going to a random house and just staring into the window.
Oh yeah, that's like normal.
I think
How does Kay look
at
like?
this point Peter probably sent like a guard or two to trail whatever Kay is doing.
Because he doesn't know him.
No,
Doesn't
because he
trust
doesn't
him.
know him, and he immediately brought up trying to screw over a tavern.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So he's worried.
Don't blame him. One bit.
But like, Wisp, do you think he would care? Like honestly,
This whispers back to Sohani. Hey! Instead of trying to piss him off, why don't you try to make him happy? Like give him a soup.
like give him flowers.
Yeah. Give him flowers.
Yeah, flowers. Like what's the normal amount of flowers to give? Like 10 a day? 30?
Shit.
50?
A day?
100 a good number?
Oh my
3 a day,
gosh.
3 days, and then you take 2 months off.
Oh, like I stopped caring, and then like just randomly,
What the hell?
I compile all that I would have given him in those 2 months all at once, like a surprise. I didn't stop caring.
3 days.
You should make pineapples. It's something you can grow.
And then,
Is
and then
Christy just there?
3 months later, you give him
Yeah.
another seed,
I'm not there.
another seed. And then it'll be a surprise. Because if you give him like flowers every day, it'll become an irritation, not a surprise.
Oh yeah, I get that. But like,
Yeah.
but what if I forget? Like 2 months goes by and I forget, and like we're really busy, or like I die, and then like I can't give him any more flowers.
What if you die? You can write a will.
Oh, I'm
You can write a will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it on your
Something I
body.
think you can
And then if you
flowers.
die,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Will you teach me how to write?
I can write for you.
Okay. Yeah.
I take out my paper and I start to scroll something.
Yeah.
What is
We're
it
gonna
that
be
you want me to
foiled.
write?
All right.
What do you want me to write?
Okay. So the thing you said, I'll be honest, I forgot most of it. And then
Oh my gosh.
and then I want to give all my money to everybody in the world, and then
Why is Sonny making a will? What the
Wait,
heck
wait.
is going
So
on?
who are the flowers for? Is it for Kay or is it for Lucius?
oh, the flowers are for. I'm gonna do it to everybody, but not you because you know, and it wouldn't be a surprise.
Right. That's
You get
smart.
no flowers, none for you. What the fuck?
With Gusahania, you're a smart kind of finger, and then catch the brain.
Right, because now you know it wouldn't be a surprise.
Oh my
Yeah, that's true, right? The wish, right?
gosh.
Honey will.
Yeah, that was about right. Okay, I
The
drew
honey
a forest. We didn't write on things. So,
will. 3 flowers to everyone in party every 3 months if I die. Money to be split among everyone in the world.
yeah. And then I don't think I own anything else. So if you want to steal my clothes when I die, I wouldn't be mad. But I don't know what to do with my clothes when I die.
I think your clothes can be buried with you. I noticed they like to do that.
Oh, I don't think I'll be buried. I think I'm gonna burn up in the ashes like my whole family did. I think that's kind of my
Oh, and
path
then
in life.
and then your clothes will be left behind. Your clothes won't burn with you.
No, I feel like it's really my skin and my soul that's burning. I don't
Oh
know.
my
I've been
gosh.
having some weird dreams about this stuff. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Go to with.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. That's really all I own. I don't own anything else.
Oh no.
Wait, can I add to this later in life, or is this everything right now?
Oh, you can change it anytime you want.
Oh, okay. Because if I get new stuff, I need to know what to do with the new stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write that. Might be changed at later date.
Yeah. Or not if I die. You know.
Or not if I die. Or not if I die.
Alright. Thank you, Wiz.
So.
You're typing thank you, Wisp, aren't you?
Please do. Please for the love of everything.
I thought you were just writing everything she said.
I'm surprised it's an I and not a Y-E, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Or 2 E's.
Yeah. Some weird amalgamation of spelling and name that isn't anywhere near it.
She went to school. She's doing better.
Just not perfect.
You really have. No one's perfect. Don't even start.
Because she went to school is why I trust her to write my will. I didn't go to school. I grew up in the forest. I grew up like, eat that berry, don't eat that berry. You know, it's different world.
I purposely
Dog eat dog
spelled
world.
Sahani's name in 2 different ways.
That's okay. I don't think it matters.
So now Sahani's will is for everyone to see. This is what she's done.
By the way, what's not in the will is her diamonds. So
Yeah, I thought of that, but I figured
straight taking that to the grave.
Money to be spent
Like-
on everyone in the world is so funny. Like, everyone's gonna get half a cent.
On that note, though, I would like to give 600 diamonds worth of diamonds to Peter.
Just FYI, as the moment you guys were talking, like the chicken dance song came up on my Zoom, so I'm just like, wow.
Very appropriate
Wow.
background music. Da 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 da.
Who's Adam C?
No clue.
I have no clue either, but apparently he's part of this game.
I noticed that the other day.
Adam C.
Mm-hmm. No idea
I
who that
didn't
is.
see any.
Where's that? In the Discord?
No, he in Roll20, he was apparently part of our Roll20 at some point. No idea who that
Could that
is.
have been Fender?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, Peter got 600 gold worth of diamonds.
Are you giving all your stuff right now?
Yeah, while we're here, I mean, Peter gets 600 gold worth of diamonds.
Apparently,
So he's not-
You
Salhani's
don't want to.
not really
she's
writing a
not keeping
will.
the diamonds. She's
Nah.
not keeping them for just in case anything happens,
I
like
bought
someone dies.
I bought 1,800 gold worth. I'm giving away 600 gold worth. I think we're okay.
Why the fuck do you spend so much on? Oh wow. Okay, whatever.
Well, it's funny. So Hani doesn't have any yeah, like,
Sense of
you know.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can
Well,
travel
okay.
with Schnitzel. They'll do great.
No. Okay, she has a sense of money. She kept some, and then she was like, "I need to get a lot of diamonds in case I have to revive every single one of these idiots."
Oh, thanks.
Well, like, she really met Grim, and
Oh, Grim dies a lot. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, there were certain people she meant in that statement.
Ethan dies the most, but
Yeah, but Ethan can be revived by relighting a flame. He's pretty cheap. He's been a to revive here lately.
not the body.
Well,
That's right. If the body dies, the body's gone.
Well, it's true.
That's it. If Sahani goes down, Ethan has one time used a scroll of revive the dead.
Oh, well, that's good because otherwise I'm the only person with Revivify. If I die,
Yeah.
goodbye.
So it's called Raise the Dead. I have raised the dead.
I don't think it'll work the same, but you know, I'm fine being a zombie.
Hey, if you're a zombie, can you revivify yourself?
Revivify is very
Self-revivify.
specific. It's very specifically only 1 minute after death. So
Oh.
now, if I had
Well, if
resurrection
you
or true resurrection, I could.
We could travel around until we found
within
true
a
resurrection.
minute- That's true.
I think I get resurrection next level, guys. I mean, I'll just revive.
Be right back.
If you revive yourself.
Only thing about resurrection is I you're being known. I roll a d100 and we'll see what I am.
I've been around these people. I don't want their brains.
I don't blame you.
I need to be
When I
back
raise
alive.
the dead, you can be dead for no longer than 10 days. So if Sahani dies away from me, you just have to drag the body back to me within 10 days.
Cool.
Fair enough.
I'm looking for my list. What happens when you roll a D100 and see what you get when you use that spell. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, even though I don't. Here it is. So you roll a D100 for reincarnate, and yeah, you just get a random race.
It can be a beast too.
According to this list, it's everything out of the player's handbook.
Yeah.
I'm curious what I would be. I would be a dwarf.
You are a dwarf. He'd gain about 100 pounds, but you know.
I would be a hill dwarf. I cast resurrection on myself.
Anyways, we are way off track.
We're gonna go kill a dragon.
But thankfully, all of you have left Peter alone. I have no idea what most of you did for the day, but that's okay. You are all now appropriately inside your own little bedrooms or what have you.
You know, Kay is using levitate and just floating by people's houses, staring at them.
I mean, that's really easy to do because most of the houses are still pretty beaten up and destroyed. Lots of fires happened in that first day. When Peter and you all came to his castle, the rest of his followers that didn't follow you literally destroyed most of the town. Not necessarily because he wanted them to, but because they were pissed off at the few who didn't leave the city as they escaped. So he's been dealing with a lot of problems lately. And Kay is just trying to make it worse.
He is now one of them.
Ethan was gonna try and make potions, but at the time that he decided to take a break, he's just gonna go and use his new broom to sweep up the castle, and then he'll go to the streets and sweep up the streets and clean up.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's what Mizu's doing and trying to fix things.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, the followers come back. Ethan's followers come back.
They have not yet. In fact, I was talking about this with somebody. I can't remember which one. Don't call yourself out. They were instructed to go and take care of people. They did not know how long the siege and problems would happen. So although you told them to come back, they just haven't yet. They're traveling up the north coast a few days to try to get rid of whoever doesn't want to come back. A few of them want to be disembarked at the cities going north. If you were, because you are their patron now, to call them back, they would not necessarily argue, but it will take a couple days to get back to you. They're about 4 days north of you along the coast.
No, I don't necessarily want them back, but if it's possible, then maybe you can just get Ethan to tell them that the siege is already over. They can come back for those who want to come back, but for those that he marked, I think there was a few of them that he actually marked to go on and continue wandering and all that.
Yeah. They would more than happily do that. No problem.
On our boat, though?
On your guys' boat, yes, absolutely.
Well, no, that's what I'm asking Ethan. Are you going to send them off on our boat?
I mean, we have a flying boat.
This was a big point in the conversation I had. So, just saying.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this extensively. I was harassing him for way too long about this, so...
What?
The boat that we put money into, and then the flying boat that Ethan has.
It's not Ethan's boat.
We also have the shitty boat, right?
Wait, I thought it was his boat. Yeah.
It's Kay's boat. Oh yeah, you have your raft still.
Yeah, my
Yeah, we got
perfect
that
fishing
silver
raft.
raft.
That was one thing that nobody took. I'm just saying, it's still sitting there. Everybody and the captain's still aboard it. He's still just sitting
Just-
there.
We
You
put
better be
a
fishing.
Captain and
lot of money into it.
his
The raft or the other boat? The big
boat.
the big ship has a bunch of crew
Yeah.
and they're unloading different places. And they'll sail to you whenever you need them to. Just take them some time.
So
I'll just tell this to the people in the group and then ask whether you guys want your boat back or not.
And you guys do have a flying boat that acts or doubles as another sailing boat.
Yeah.
But this one takes up spell slots, so it's a bit
That's right.
different if you're going for a long, long journey. So I'm leaving it to you guys to control Ethan as he is meant to be controlled.
At that same note, do you guys plan to take any long trips upon boats anytime soon? Or need to take it?
I mean,
We do have to kill the other dragons.
yeah, we do have to kill the other dragons, but I think.
And so, in
Do
order
you think
to
it would be faster through on land or on the sea? I think on the sea.
So on the sea, you would have to wrap around you either go north and hit the northern polar caps eventually, so you'll have to come back south. But north is where the squiddies are, and there's a dragon there. If you go south you'll have to go around the peninsula, the bottommost peninsula of the entire continent, and then back up to continue wrapping around the coast. It could take a while by sea. As you get past Ebonhold, there's not very many towns.
Could we possibly see like the map with the dragons on it?
Absolutely. I'll take you back
Okay.
there. So basically every continent, which I know I scribbled over them all, but every continent has a dragon. Yeah. So there you go. Here, and I'll even hide your fog layer for you for a second. Okay. So, to get from here at Perth, say over to Mara, that's good. Well, each square would be a day of travel by boat.
I still
So
see
you
the
can
throne
count
room.
that.
Yeah, I just
What?
reloaded. I just
It didn't.
reloaded the site and it ended up working.
Okay, it's Roll20's fault then.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say that. Just like Alex should have GM privileges at the moment, but he, for some reason, does not. It's weird.
Be up for going next to Ebonhold.
That one, if you recall, due to Solaris' adventure, that's where your Dracolich is. Giant bone dragon. And a horde of,
I need to die.
Honestly, if we go east, we have more dragons to hit than if we go north.
Yeah.
Well, you have to go south all the way to Naheen, or cross some very large, mountains. They're very volcanically active, but most of it's pouring off into Mara.
I think what might look good is going from Greymane to Ebonhold, Ebonhold to Nahim, Nahim, and then go boat to Dillion, Dillion boat to Veruline, and then from Veruline to Mara, and then from Mara to Middenberg, and then Middenberg to Zimaya, and then we can just go straight back down and then take out the squids.
You totally forgot The top right guy.
Yeah, top right.
Oh, then we can just go there.
Then
Like,
we'll
just
need to
bam.
to mess, and then
Yeah.
I was excited, and then y'all took it away.
See,
Adding
he wants
another
to
dragon.
go. He wants to go in the opposite direction
I just want to go take out the squids.
and drink his alcohol again.
I'd be fine with taking out the squids. It's just we have like 3 months until the world ends.
There's a dragon in that same direction.
Surely, though, like, because we killed one of them, now we have, like, 3.5 months?
There's more time, yeah.
There is more time. It's an unknown amount of time. The map.
We'll go with 3 months and a day.
Yeah. That's my concern.
Okay, so kill dragons, then the Squidwards.
Am I the only one who can't hear Rangor at all?
I hear him just fine.
I hear him.
I would say you're probably the only one who can't.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think his volume was low for me. I just turned him up.
You just don't like me anymore, do you?
Oh, no, I can hear you now. Perfect. Yay.
He doesn't like me.
Hey.
Either that or you have a
Oh
very
dear,
loud
that's
personality.
the first thing that you hear from Rangor.
Yeah, you'd think I'd be the one you'd mute, not Rangor.
Gosh, Alex.
You know, druids.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
The world's gonna end.
Sounds about right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, no, we could do it. We could save the world and the things.
Let's just go
Okay.
dragons. I mean, we killed 2 already. So, you know, we're on a high, right?
wait. You killed 2?
Yeah. I killed 2.
He's going off of Hani believing that the first one was killed just because it turned into smoke. So he's still going. Hani's still going off of that belief. So technically, we've only killed one though.
Wisp is gonna. Yeah,
I mean,
Wisp is just like,
technically, we
whoa,
killed 4. But
But those little ones don't count.
Yeah, they don't actually count because they weren't a part of the list that was causing the fog. So
Wisp doesn't know that.
that's fair.
I mean, 4 dragons is 4 dragons, no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going dragon hunting.
Let's go.
Dragon hunting, then we're gonna die.
New zone. Who dis?
Okay, so where are you guys heading?
Roll 20 has kicked me out.
Yay, go roll 20! It fails. I really wish we can upgrade to something like Fantasy Grounds, but I think that one costs a lot more. And I'm waiting for D&D Beyond to finally get to the technology point where that's a lot easier to use for maps.
Oh, yeah. And then I get to reinvest all of my money from physical books into digital books.
Right, exactly. Oh, they've also officially announced that there's going to be a 6th edition.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah. So when you reinvest, you'll at least be buying 6th edition books.
How fun.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm still not seeing any map options to share with people. Character builder, mobile app, Discord bot, Twitch extension. But
I
no.
just say episode, right?
Rango or Eric?
Yo.
I think your mic is. Wait,
You're in a windstorm.
never mind. It's good.
I'm not in a windstorm. I just leaned really close to my laptop, which has really loud fans.
You can't use my excuse.
Oh.
I can. I just shouldn't.
Okay. So what's the plan? You are all sitting in the chow hall the next morning, being fed dragon meat, and that's about it because Peter's more or less out of food, and Although he wants to feed you all like royalty, he knows he can't feed you that much better than the rest of his people at this time.
Feed us the peasants.
Dude,
No.
It's a dog-eat-dog
There's-
world,
do you remember?
Only the strong survive.
Have you read the essay about eating babies?
Well,
It's
we wait
good
till they
for
grow
you.
up.
You don't eat them.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of veal, but I'll give it a try.
For eating baby dragons, is that really so bad?
I mean, really. They're 6
We
months
have
old.
80 pounds of it. I thought they were 3 months.
Something like that.
3,
No.
6, close enough.
They're still babies.
9, 12.
What kind of development
gonna-
really happens in 3 months?
For dragons, a lot.
I mean, they were able
They're
to
our
talk,
size.
but,
Yeah. And communicate.
and they knew that someone fed them their mother. So
They put 2 and 2 together. They're not stupid.
They're 3 months. They're not.
They're dragons.
Anyways. Moving on.
Dragons are
Not
smart.
getting back in this argument. Just move on.
So,
next we hit the next dragon, which is which one, guys?
I think
We're going
Going directly
south?
to the north of us, or are we going south? Because that one is the closest.
I think Ebenhold is
Oh.
the closest. Well, that's the
Yeah,
Draco
Evan-
Lich.
It's still a dragon.
We
Alright,
take on
yeah.
the Draco.
What do you guys think? What's easier, Mind Flayers or Draco Lich?
See,
Oh,
the Dracolich had an
Definitely
army
not
of like
a Dracolich.
hundreds of undead.
But we
They
can
didn't have them
combat
going
that-
inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just
Well, we-
wear them down.
Yeah, and we can combat the hundreds of undead with hundreds of elementals that I can
I
summon.
also
now.
have turn undead now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm a
right.
cleric.
Okay, never mind. Draco Lich seems a lot easier.
Yeah, holy fuck it.
Let's go Draco Lich.
Draco Liching!
wow, that was easy.
Forgot now. Whoops.
Hey, we're killing your dragons. That's what you want us to do, right?
I'm not complaining. I'm just like, wow. Like, seriously.
Forgot I was a
We're going south.
Oh,
Draco Liching.
Oh, after 2 years, they finally start following the main campaign.
Technically, I've only been in it for a year-ish.
Most of us have only been here a year.
yeah.
Like, all of us.
Yeah, I think it's only been a year. But
You're in 3 months now? Something like that?
year
Oh.
and a month.
Year and a month.
Oh.
Yep.
Or
I'm
no,
rounding
a
up.
year and a few months. Sorry, I was basing it off of when I left. When yeah.
Yes, there's been a few months later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Do you think Lucius could possibly see in the anywhere if there's any magic strings or
You want
Any-
the magic string?
The never-ending magic string.
On a dude string.
not magic string as an endless full of string. I'm meaning like magic string for the violin / viol or to like enhance it.
Oh,
You need to go
Or-
purchase or just looking around?
Hopefully find something or at least maybe a +1 breastplate.
In
That's
Perth?
In Perth,
In this
if it's
game?
possible. Just a
Well, there was
If you-
magic items in Perth, but ever since, the raid, they are really not available at this time.
If you want to go look for anything magical, just ask Mizu to borrow Camille.
Haha.
Yeah.
On the other
Then you can
hand,
just locate
almost
anything.
any other city in the Greymane Empire, and there's a few,
We'll get there.
right, has probably plenty of enchanters. In fact, you guys remember in Mythborough, there's a very powerful enchanter.
Yeah, but like, imagine if
That's
we got-
north. We're going
Right,
south.
That's
I get
really
that.
north.
Yeah, let's
I get
imagine
that.
we
Well,
got-
yeah.
there's
I'll
the
just
cross-
sit on the money.
Yeah, honestly, I want to. As soon as we get to a decent place, I actually want them to convert my the good hide from the dragon into a cloak and enchant it because it would be cool. That's what I want.
So you've been wearing drag babies. Is
Yep.
that what I'm hearing?
oh yeah.
while
Yep,
fighting
that'll be
dragons,
fun.
That's fucking badass.
And Grim is a messed up one.
It's a hide.
Yeah.
What's the problem with it? She's a ranger. She uses every part of the body. What's the point? What's the problem?
Elbow grease.
You're eating the baby dragons. That's gonna be our
It's
food for
different.
a while. How is it different? You're eating them. I'm wearing part of
Survival
one.
over fashion.
Well, it's not necessarily fashion. It's also, benefits to it,
No,
I'm
it's
sure.
Function. Function
Yeah,
over fashion.
function.
Duh.
That's the
Gosh.
intention. I mean, it's dragon hide. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, so. Anybody that can help convert that. Anywho. Because I don't want to try and do it as Mizu because she'd probably ruin it with how the rolls go half the time.
Well, I blame Rain.
And hey, next
Sounds
time
about right.
we kill another dragon, obviously not the Draco Lich, we can just skin them all and then everyone can wear dragon capes.
We could have
Sounds
bone
fun to me.
armor.
Yeah,
See
we
there!
got
Boy.
See, now you're on board as long as you get some, right?
Yes.
Dragonborn.
That's fine. We can do that. We just gotta go kill more dragons after the Draco Lich, because you can't really skin a Draco Lich.
Lucy,
all
you can make a
bones.
bone harp.
Oh, and I have plenty of bones, too. I'm sure we can make stuff out of it. We have dragon bones from the 2 babies.
Yeah.
Using everything! That is what I want to do. I figure we could possibly sell them.
Cool.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, yeah, a bone flute. Is that what you were just saying, Wisp? To actually make some- That would be cool. We could probably easily do that.
Side
Huh?
note, Mizu, you would say Taylor's proud with the use everything thing. That was his whole spiel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a ranger. She does use everything. That's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah. That was his whole thing. Like, no trophies, use it all.
See, and Mizu was bringing him back so that he could go bury the things that were left.
Mm-hmm.
She understood. Anyways, moving on. We're going south for the Dragon Lich. Draco Lich, whatever.
Draco Lich.
Okay. How are we traveling? By land, by sea, or by air?
I mean, by magic carpet for me.
By Lamborghinis.
Okay, I don't know how the hell we could use an actual boat to cross from
I mean, you can
here to here.
south and then cross the country.
That would be so
Seems
much
like a
more
lot of
time.
extra time.
Let's
It's
no.
unnecessary.
We
We're just
still
gonna
have to
start
walk.
trucking it.
After that.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Stop wasting our time. We're going.
I'm not wasting your time. I'm asking what you want to do. I'm letting you choose.
Clearly walking.
Draco Lich.
Draco Lich.
Oh,
Draco Lich.
You're clearly
Draco
walking.
Lich.
Got it.
and possibly picking up horses eventually so we can go a little faster.
Wait, are
So,
there horses in person?
Horses.
So before we get to the rank list, there are a few things that we need to buy. We need to get some holy water, and
In
I want to
Perth?
buy a super soaker.
Oh, I like this idea. You know what? Maybe. Ooh. I wonder. So Mizu knows how to make bows. Can she make like a really big slingshot where we can just start launching holy water
Maybe.
in water balloons? That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
There
it's
is a
impossible.
priest in Perth.
We're gonna get trebuchets
I'm
and then giant jugs of holy water.
Actually, last I checked, the priests in Perth were dead. Well,
Not the
no,
one.
wait, you're
Not-
right. There's the one.
Not the one
No,
that.
you're right.
Not the one that he waterboarded. Nope, not the one that he waterboarded.
You're right. There is one priest left because that's how you got married.
Mhm.
I remember.
Yep,
Oh my
it's the one we
gosh.
waterboarded.
You.
Well,
You did that.
Him and all his
Waterboarded.
followers.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Peter.
Oh,
Well, you know how Peter was
After drowning
drowning
him?
that one priest?
more or less, yeah.
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 Oh, right.
That's the only priest.
Are you married, Peter?
Are you?
He was
What?
forced. There was no willing
He was
about
hoping
it.
marriage. He was hoping marriage would mellow him
Poor
out.
thing.
Right.
Let's see. Okay. Are there any horses in Perth?
Probably not.
To be
What happened to
fair,
our horse?
Polymorph and wild shape.
Well, right, yeah.
if
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
but that's
mistaken,
only
both
you only can do that
Sohani
for a
and
watch for an hour.
Rangor can summon animals if they're set up for it.
You can also just
Yes, for how long?
An hour.
A
Per
couple hours.
spell.
Exactly.
An hour per spell slot. We
If
can
we're
do
gonna
that
start
like
actually-
3 times.
Three
If
times
we're-
a day.
Plus wild shaping, which is another 4 hours a day. That's 10 hours a day of travel.
And yeah, so yeah, literally, you guys are set if the druids want to just conjure horses. So, just throwing that out there.
For at most 6 hours a day. Is that what I was understanding?
No, that's at little. At little 6 hours a day. We could use higher level spell slots to make it.
But we don't want to use all your spells in case we come across something that we have to fight. Honestly, over the long run, I think it might be best to actually look into real horses.
Last time we got a horse, though, it didn't work out so well.
Okay. To be fair,
Yeah, we're not good at traveling.
your cart made it all the way to Perth. The
Yeah, what
horse
happened to
almost
that
made
person?
it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, what happened to the cart?
The cart got turned into a boat.
Oh,
Yeah, we added it on to my raft.
And then we tried
Yeah.
to carry a horse on a shitty raft across an ocean.
It worked.
To that horse actually.
Where is it?
Well, you guys
I
took
didn't
it
think
off
it
the
died.
raft. You took it off the raft to
I
take
didn't go
care
with
of
into
it.
the raft.
Listen, you guys got to the end of the river that was very rapid and pretty much destroyed your raft. So some of you went one direction after solo. The rest of you sat there and rebuilt the raft and the horse and took care of the horse. And that was the last we ever mentioned anything about the horse. We never said anything about it getting back on the raft or anything.
Oh, no. Remember,
Obviously, the horse would have.
I remember because we used it to get back to Perth. Mizu, Solo, everything. We saw the horse on the side of the river. They put it back on the raft. We used it to get back to Perth. And then we just didn't do anything with it after that.
So it's in Perth, alive and healthy.
Sure.
probably next to the raft with the captain.
Probably.
Both equally bored. Probably both watched the coup happen. They're like, that's pretty.
Oh,
The
look at all
horse-
those fires.
The horse has finished eating its daily allotment of shellfish since how there's nothing else to eat right now. Seaweed,
Rancor
moss.
was riding the
Honey
horse up
just
and down the
made-
beach. I remember that.
I was doing that. I was fishing.
Fine, you made it sound like the horse died.
I said I don't remember what we did with it. That's all I was saying. That was the last time we said about it. I have no idea.
Haven't seen that horse in years at this point.
We need to
Anyways,
ask Peta. Peta is our temporary horse keeper.
Why?
Peter, what happened to the horse?
The horse, it's out there. It's fine. We'll just go get the horse. Bring it in.
New
Peter,
mission.
where's the horse?
So
Go get dragon.
So Mitsu goes, oh, I know right where it's at. She goes down, and she goes to get the horse, and Captain Sham goes, are you taking my only friend? Here, I thought you were all my friends, but now they'll be just me. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, take the raft to get some of the bigger fish. I'll stay near the town.
Okay, you're welcome to come in. I don't know why you're hanging out here. I'll take the horse in.
Did you see all the fighting? I'm not much of a fighter. I'm a captain.
No, I didn't notice as a blade went through through me, cutting me down. I didn't notice that at all.
Nah.
Anyways, I'm taking the horse in there. You're welcome to go in. The fighting's done.
Okay,
Can I walk off with the
I'll
horse?
stay on the boat.
Passive aggressive
Doesn't he have company?
captain.
Doesn't he have female company?
Often.
The old lady.
Not at this moment in time, but often he does, yes.
So he can't call the horse his only friend, especially since I probably just helped the horse from wanting to jump in the water.
Let's just
Being
Wait, if
dramatic.
I remember correctly, his music is terrible.
just because that's what you
Being
said.
dramatic.
You said his music was terrible because you didn't like the bagpipes. That was
Uh-huh.
all. He played wonderfully.
I disagree, but moving on. I'm saving the horse. The horse is done. I don't care. The horse is ours. I'm taking it. He's already
The
claimed our
raft
vote.
is
That's
yours.
right. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I check the horse for
The boat's ours,
static
too.
damage?
You find wax in there that the horse somehow jammed in there. It's the only reason it survived the last few days without us.
What
Sorry.
Is the horse mentally stable to go on a trip?
Abel.
The horse is terrified of water by this point. Just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, please. It wouldn't be terrified of water if it's spending that much time around water. Stop trying to...
I'm just
Throw your
throwing it
own-
out as random joke because everybody else was joking. Quit dogging on me. Now,
It's fun, though.
Woof.
I like doing that.
I know.
Whoa. A wolf.
Woof is right.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Now everyone's barking.
Woof.
All right.
Anyways.
I'm just referencing this thing.
Don't woof.
I don't woof and care. Just putting the woof out there.
The most woof you can get.
So, you guys set off from Perth.
Yep.
Selhani is riding on the horse, feeding it, flowers or something that it created or she created before the trip. Like, kind of like a carrot on a stick, only her hand is the stick. Mitsu's actually sitting on the horse like normal, going, "Oh, Selhani, really?" And
Stop. Don't put words in my mouth.
come on,
I accept Pawnee for being a weirdo. It's just what it is.
exactly, exasperated.
No, what? That's not what I said!
Rango's probably a horse right now just mimicking the horse and Lucius is obviously floating on his carpet with room for more, but has not invited anybody.
It's just sprawled out.
Exactly.
There will be a point Salhani just sneaks on.
Like
Stealth check
Sahani.
against my
Sahani is
passive
getting more
perception.
character.
Salhani has never liked to walk. So if there's a point where she can hitch a ride, she's going
short. So yeah.
Wisp and Ethan, on the other hand, are the only two on their feet walking. Oh, I guess Kay's probably walking too.
Kay is floating.
Close enough. I'm not sure how Kay's floating, but if he's floating, it's fine.
balefully eyeing. This is
He's
balefully
floating
eyeing
because
everyone
his
who's
god
not
said he
walking.
can float.
If Hami's not on the horse with me, I'd have Wisp with me.
I thought Hani was on the horse with you.
Hold
It
on.
sounded like
I'll tell
Hani
you if
went
I'm
to sneak
horse.
on the-
Give me a second.
Huh?
I'll tell you if I'm on the horse. Give me a second.
Perception? Counter perception?
Lucius?
No. If I'm on his
Against the stealth? I mean, it's just my passive perception, right? I'm not actively looking for him.
Fine. What is your
Mm.
passive?
My passive perception's 13.
Yep.
I'm on this fucking carpet.
It's usually how it goes. Usually against the passive until I'm actually searching.
All right.
I am also
So-
going to take this opportunity to make 3 flowers.
He's not paying attention.
So it begins.
You're gonna wake up in a bed of flowers, and no, you're not dead. You've been haunted.
What's the difference to a
Not many
tiefling?
flowers, just 3.
All right. So as you guys take turns on and off the horses, sometimes riding Rangor, while he screams about demons in horse language.
No.
I know, isn't that right? Totally, I fully understand.
Don't you talk about my mother that way.
My mother's a pile of ashes in the forest. Can't talk to her about it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
How do you roleplay a horse?
At
You
least
get
we
teamed
don't
up with
have
a
more
bunch of crazy
sadistic
people.
people. Okay. We could have worse.
It's true.
It's
could be
almost
on
gone
a
there a
party.
few times. Hey, come on. A couple of you've offered. Anyways. We're going.
Offered what?
Offered to host so that I could join the party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So if you guys could ever finish the main campaign, or we decide to quit or whatever, we can
It
do
won't
that.
happen.
It won't
We're
happen.
never,
I know
it
that.
won't ever finish.
Oh, I know.
There are
Edie
so
never
many
finishes.
Until there's a TPK.
And even then, another group of heroes must step in to finish what the others failed to do.
Not necessarily.
I think us
Let's
people
really
are
reboot the
That's in the
thing.
world.
It's
I
just
think
it's a campaign, but it's just Peter standing around like.
Okay,
Well,
back to what we're doing.
this is-
You guys start wandering, and your
You're
map
the one who derailed.
your map is not like in depth of where everything is per se. There are obviously locations you guys have filled in based on your own travels, and because it was a pre-built map from somebody else. Some of the places are set up to where you can kind of understand this generalized area. But as you're heading north just slightly before you can head kind of southeast, you happen to realize that unless you head really far north, you're now going to have to cross the Fungal Forest. So aptly named by the giant mushrooms that stick out through the treetops.
I think we can handle it this time.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking on your carpet, just sitting there, like, just talking.
It's just staring out.
What's
Same.
supposed to be talking?
Yeah. Yeah. Like he still hasn't realized yet.
In this moment, Salhani has a very peaceful dream of fields of flowers. It lasts about 10 minutes. And during this dream, a very large cloud comes crushing down from the sky and then pushes past her, and then all she has is darkness. Waking up terrified, screaming right next to you, Lucius.
He also, after he realizes, he's also screaming at her. Like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
it's just same screaming.
And he's got to be like, ah!
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And then 2 arms push it off. Pushes him off.
I'm small. Do I need to make a dexterity saving throw?
I was gonna say I'm
If
gonna.
you're going to contest
roll
it, yes.
perception.
It's either a dexterity or a strength save. And so because he's pushing you, you can choose to try to avoid it.
No, I fully get pushed. I'm accepting the push. I don't want to take damage from falling off.
Oh, you're not that far off the ground.
From me. I'm 3 foot tall.
How do you know?
Because he has reliably so far only been inches off the ground with his carpet.
Yeah, yeah. It's only been
Although-
like at least 5 feet or 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
If the
God.
4-armed guy is weaker than a gnome, I'll take it.
I was just thinking that for some reason in my head I had it like floating up higher, so I was thinking
No.
perception.
He's
Wasted that 20.
He's floating low to the ground. He hasn't felt any need to fly higher.
He's gonna shift the carpet then to make her fall off.
Also, on
Well,
that note,
honey-
you guys are only traveling at the speed that whoever's walking can walk. So at times that's as fast as only Wisp.
I would just have Wisp on there. We wouldn't make Wisp walk.
Yeah.
I have movement
You have
of 35.
Ethan
The
and
horse-
Kay that are walking as well. So
Yes, but they're at least, what, 30?
maybe.
Who, me?
Not you, sweetie. You're not ever walking. If Hani
Speed of
falls to the
25,
ground
I never
and
walk.
screams, Mitsu's gonna go over and pick her up and start coaxing her.
Okay, well, that's how that goes. She screams and then falls to the ground.
You know, I thought, like, killing the dragon, dreams would be over, but shit's crazy.
What kind of dream did you have this time?
I got ate by a cloud?
Was the cloud shaped like anything, or was it?
I don't know, I was really enjoying the sunflower field because they were all taller than me, and I was like reaching up. And as I looked up, this just giant, massive cloud came over and just like ate me. And then it was really dark, and I got scared.
Okay,
Is that
let
a
me know when you're.
metaphor for the fog consuming me, and like I won't be able to see you guys, and we're all gonna get lost, and then like we're gonna slowly die off one by one.
That is a possibility. It might just be your subconscious fearing the worst that's causing fear.
Yeah, it does that a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead and go back to sleep. I'll carry you.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. I don't know why that's not in my head.
Random as fuck.
Speaking of that, I don't know if she's here to hear this or not.
What?
But while you guys are traveling, Ethan sees the Wanderer just walking the same direction as you guys are.
What?
100, 200 feet off. Not paying attention to the group.
Where's perception?
Ethan's just gonna be like, looking at him, just like, hi?
And he kind of waves back at you and just keeps walking. And when you guys get far enough, you see you're at the edge of the Fungal Forest, and the Wanderer stops for a minute. And he points to the ground where there's a path, and then he points into the forest, and then he disappears.
Everybody, Mr. Wanderer, God, sir, is actually pointing over there.
And he's gonna point the same place.
I think that we might want to go to this area. Mr. Wanderer, sir, God, sir, would you clarify that?
You don't get a single response.
Would you rather have to talk to the other me? The original?
The last you saw is he turned into dust and kind of drifted into the wind, and he's not standing near you and not answering.
I don't think Mr. Wanderer likes me.
Do we all hear E speaking?
Yes, you hear him talking out loud, but you're used to it.
It's okay, Ethan. Don't worry about it. Do you trust the Wanderer? Do you think we should go in that area?
I don't think. Well, the Mr. Wanderer at the very least likes the original person from this body. So, I don't think that they will want to kill this person and this body. But they might try and do it to me, though. I don't think they like me.
I pat him on the head. It'll be okay. I think. What do you guys think? Do you think we should go follow where the Wanderer had directed?
Yes.
Don't see
Okay.
any reason not to.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go, and we'll just be cautious, okay?
Okay.
Isn't the kid the Wanderer?
We're not pulling at that string, Raggy.
Okay. What are you trying to speak to? What are you trying to say?
I didn't need to click that. I was trying to read it for myself, and then
Oh,
I
fair
accidentally
enough.
sent it.
Fair enough. Okay, so as you guys get close to this spot, you notice a dirt path actually starts to appear in the ground, and a hole in the side of the forest appears. Not like a path or a tunnel in the trees. It looks different. Like you're standing and you're looking into somewhere else.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like a warp?
The clearest way I can describe this is as if you walked up to a house and you opened your door, and you're seeing inside the house now, but you couldn't see this until you were standing right in front of it.
I go up to the mouth of that hole and I peer inside and I go, "Hi, Charlie."
There's no response.
Oh, I would not be surprised if Charlie was in there, actually.
Yeah.
Kay is going to say, "Open sesame," and abyssal.
As Kay says that, he sees a hooded figure just kind of leaning against a tree on the inside.
And I actually understand what Kay says, because I actually have Abyssal.
Wait a second. You said we're at a house?
No, I said the opening that you're seeing in the forest is similar to opening a door on a house. It's radically different than what it looks like on the outside. So you're just looking into the forest from this path that Ethan pointed out.
Kay's gonna walk towards the hooded figure.
So you're gonna walk into the forest down this path?
Yes.
You guys
If they
watch.
offer you candy, don't go in the cage.
Yeah.
Ooh, piece of candy.
You guys watch.
Candy.
As he walks through this portal, this little green light appears near his feet. And as he continues to walk towards this light, another one appears a little bit further in front of him. Always on the path.
Do I know?
I'm gonna cast command on Kay and just say follow retreat.
Kay's gonna say, "Nah."
You have to roll.
Oh no, this is
Wisdom.
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
This is a spell, my boy.
Okay.
DC
You have to beat
17.
You said for wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom DC 17.
Okay. You said saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn
Damn.
it.
Damn! He's got +8!
Wow.
Can I make a nature check to figure out if I know what these little green lights you're talking about are?
Kay is going to turn around, lower one of his eyelids, and stick his tongue out at the group. Well, specifically at the person who used command on him.
Your buddy Lucy.
I don't want you to die. I mean,
Then he's going to use detect magic.
Actually, I was just gonna say, what do I see with having Camille next to me? Like, what kind of spell is it if it is magical?
Yeah. Kay gets to use detect magic whenever he wants.
Camille has an aura of detect magic. You just need to be within 5 feet of him.
Okay, show off.
What's exactly what you were trying to do? Just saying. And by the way, if Camille's next to you, you also see it. You just anyone with it. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. I was actually trying to be helpful, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you definitely notice that this is magical.
And
Both
what's
of
the
you
class?
do. It's a conjuration spell.
Hmm.
Careful going in there. You should go with more caution.
You guys
Okay,
notice
just going
as
to nod.
the
It might be a trap.
lights
Keep that in mind.
are still moving further and further ahead of him, and he is not near them. They're getting away from him.
Aw, he's chasing fairies like a kitty cat.
I mean,
Except for he stops to pay attention to you.
I was.
yeah.
I didn't do it! I'm not the one who told him to say.
Mm-hmm.
As,
So how was
a,
that my fault?
as a player, I feel like I know what these are, but I rolled nature and so on.
Salhani does not remember what these are.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
See if I remember anything similar to this?
Sure.
I would roll, but honestly, I'm just following along, not really paying attention.
Yeah.
15?
What exactly are you trying to look at? What is it you're questioning?
The wisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not our wisps, those wisps.
The little fiery thing itself, is it
You recognize
similar
it.
to anything I've seen before?
You do. You recognize it as a dancing lights spell.
Okay.
Ah.
Not a will-o-wisp.
Yeah. Okay, you might be walking into a trap.
Okay, and stop like, you're right.
Yeah.
The guy in the hood waves. Even Ethan sees him this time. Beckons you towards him.
Use your words.
Jennifer's gonna go
we
on
see
Kay's
him?
shoulder.
Are you looking for him? Or are you guys
Yeah.
just paying attention to the opening of the portal and the lights?
I mean, I'm looking. I mean, do I see him?
If you look for him, you can see him.
I guess I look for him then.
Yeah, if you're looking at everything, you'll see when he moves. There's a hand. Of a very familiar look to him, though. For Ethan
Familiar.
and Grimm, or Kay specifically. But to the rest of you, obviously, you just see a very hooded, cloaked figure standing or leaning
Hello.
against a tree. No words,
Ethan's gonna
just a
look at
hand
Kay.
motion.
Kind of want to show my own hand motion.
Hello.
Yeah,
How
Ethan's gonna
are
look at Kay and with Jennifer on Kay's shoulder, just gonna pat him on the shoulder, change a little bit, and just walk straight towards the guy.
Kay's gonna do the same.
Okay.
Have you guys not heard of stranger danger before?
Kay's gonna yell out, nope, but
Raggy, when you joined us, none of us knew you.
I know, and that was your guys' mistake.
I am really.
I didn't know them before I joined. Honestly, we didn't know them, but we just let them come and fight dragons with us. Stranger danger is not a thing.
Danger, danger.
Caught you all
Yeah,
as a
like
panther after a train crash. This shit's crazy.
It's true. Yeah,
that's
we
true.
lose Talos, so we just had a big old kitty come in that we haven't seen the kitty in a long ass time. But yeah, it's stranger danger don't mean shit for us. Everyone is different.
The
Yeah.
kid killed the dragon.
Yeah.
I was the cat when I killed the dragon.
Wiz took one look at Kay and said, "Friend."
The most stranger danger person, or like worried, is Lucia.
yep,
He's
pretty
the only
much.
one that's had
It's
any
easy
kind of
AF.
concern.
So yeah,
And even
Lucius
he's
is
still following.
going to be waving at the hooded figure. Just
As everybody
Waving
passes you and goes towards him.
That's a hottie. I've been
Okay.
sitting back debating if I want to cast a spell magic.
I'm gonna start waving with one hand and then start ending waving with one hand and start waving with the other hand and then ending with that and yeah.
Almost like a round of applause, except it's a round of waves.
Yes.
As Ethan and Kay get up to the hooded figure, do either of you say or do anything?
Kay's again speaking best by, hey, what you doing?
No response. You watch as his gloved hand reaches it inside the cloak, pulls out, very strange for what Ethan remembers, pulls out a scroll and opens the scroll up, and at the very top says, "Please sign your name," and he hands it over to Kay.
Kay's gonna sign his name.
Wow.
He then hands the scroll to Ethan.
You hear me? Are we watching them do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would you sign it? Did you
Now
read
you have
it?
a problem with them doing something.
I never said I didn't have a problem. Okay, don't start. They're signing without reading anything. That is just not smart.
Did you read the terms and conditions when you signed up for all of your accounts?
Just saying.
Not that kind of stuff, no, but I read everything else that I actually officially sign. That other shit don't mean jack.
Oh, it's just like that. It's fine.
No, it's not.
What's the worst that can happen?
Don't say that. That's a terrible question to ask.
It'll be good. You're worrying too much.
Okay, that is something that people say right before they say, "Okay, hold my beer."
And
Something funny happens.
I'm just saying, it's a terrible thing that you just said.
So does
Do
Ethan
I hold
sign?
on to anything, or is it dispelled?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Connie
Yeah,
just
is there a lot of
You dispelled it
dispel-
while Ethan and Kay are inside it.
No, I just spelled the scroll specifically.
Nothing happened on the scroll.
Alright, this is okay.
Does Ethan
He's just
sign?
gonna look at the guy and just like, so what's this for?
Figure says, "Well, I need your name." It's an unknown voice, more grumbly.
For what?
Well, you see, every person who travels down the path tells me their name. Or, at very least, I attempt to
it's
request it.
Rumpelstiltskin. Just say his name, Rumpelstiltskin. He'll disappear.
What? You want me to find out what your name is?
No, I just want you to sign your name, and I will relight the path for you.
Okay, but like, what will be happening to any of us if we sign a name? Is there magic on this paper? Can I just give any random name? You can call me Peter.
The lights will not be shown to you unless you sign your name.
I know what to do.
Why are the
I need
lights
my
important?
name. I don't even have like a signature. Are those even legally binding for a kid like me?
Absolutely.
Technically, no. Legally, no.
I think we need to talk to a lawyer about this first.
I want to write the word your name now.
Oh, loopholes.
But like,
They're
is there
there.
any other thing that's gonna happen if I write my name here? Is anything gonna be happening to me, Brooke, Kay, or like anything at all to anything around us?
He
How
already
is
wrote
this?
it, ma'am.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still asking.
I
Still
did
asking.
inform you. Absolutely. When you write your name on this list, the lights will show you the way down the path.
And the fine print.
What fine print? I apologize to all of you, by the way. My name is Gorfist. I am a centaur of these lands, and I would really appreciate trying to help make sure that you get to the other side. That is what you're trying to do, is it not? You are venturing to Ebonhold. This here's a shortcut.
Oh,
He
wait a
again
moment.
hands the paper
Damn.
to Wisp.
Wait,
Will you sign your name?
Wait a moment. You just said if you sign, the path will be revealed to you, right?
Correct.
And Kay already signed.
Absolutely. So he should be able to
So
see
the
the
rest of us
path.
don't need to.
So none of us need to sign it.
We can just follow Kay.
If that is how you wish. And he
I hope
takes
you
a
have a
scroll
good
and rolls
day.
it up and puts it in his pocket.
Can I ask what was on that scroll?
A name now. And there's and 2 words. Sign here.
Sure isn't just a letter? I mean, there's a lot of letters. I mean, my name starts with the letter L.
Oh, he put his full
Is it
name on
just-
here. Thank you.
Oh, it's his full name. Okay. Oh no.
Chase, I said, make sure that they don't see that. By the way.
Oh, don't worry. Nobody will see this but myself. Thank you.
Ethan's gonna try and take it and then sign his name anyway.
Oh, definitely. If you would like to sign your name, please. Very much. And he scrolls it
Out
up.
of a
And then you instantly see, the path starts to light up again. And then slowly, every 5 seconds, the one closest to you goes out. And as the path starts heading off.
Why does the Senator have a cloak? Just saying, that seems really weird, and... Never mind.
To
Just
cover up
start
his horse
questioning
butt.
everything.
Also, hold on. Do I know what a centaur is?
You've heard stories.
Okay. Where's your horse butt?
And he goes, oh, I apologize. Did I give off a I always greet the newcomers. And he does. He turns to the side a little bit, and he goes, see?
Clap, 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 clap.
Yep. I just stand here
Hey,
to
look,
look
Wisp,
as human as
There's a
possible.
horse you can ride on.
And he stands back to his normal position.
Clap,
You can't
clap,
have a
clap.
horse rear like that. That's not how things work.
So I have a question for you. How do you wear pants? Like,
He doesn't.
you put them over
On the
both
front
legs?
2 legs, on the back 2 legs, over
So
all of it.
you have special pants that are
Been
making better.
freeballing this entire time.
He as the path starts blinking out and getting further away, harder to see. He goes, oh, see my cloak here? It's open in the back, so it allows it to drape over the front side of my body really well.
What's a cloak? But like, what about pants?
I don't wear pants. I apologize if there was a misconception with that.
That's
You
a little
can
messed
see
up.
his naughty bits.
There are children here.
Also, I want to mention, I'm 3 foot tall. His naughty bits are like.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
At this point in time, you guys can no longer see the path.
I never could. I tried to dispel magic on the paper. I can never see the path anyway. I don't know how to write. I literally can't write my name.
and how do we know we can trust you?
I'm a man of my word.
But you're a
And
centaur.
that's the insight check.
Do you not know the rules of this land?
Well,
Of course not!
Oh, I apologize. We are not allowed to lie to any being.
what are you?
I'm a centaur.
Yes, but what realm are you from?
Well, we are in the Feywilds.
Oh, fuck.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, so
Now, We all need to go and leave this person. Rum-bum-bum.
Well,
I
feel
wanna
free.
turn to
The
Ethan.
portal is still open for a very short time. You may walk back out if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Walking
Yeah.
back up.
I want to turn to Ethan and be like, hey, E.
And Ethan does not answer you.
No, I'm here.
Nope. You do not recognize the name.
You don't know your fucking name. You gave away your
What?
name.
What?
Uh-huh.
What are you talking
You gave away
about?
your fucking name. That's a part of the Feywild. She gave away
Oh,
your fucking
fuck.
name.
Yep.
Fucking Kay
Woohoo!
and no longer know their names.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
we didn't know Kay's full name anyway, so it works. Well, actually, we kind of do because
I called Ethan
DM
E
said
and
it.
didn't respond.
Wait, which
He knows.
which K's name did he lose?
Kay lost his full name.
Okay, he's still good then.
I called Ethan E and she didn't respond. So
Yeah.
that's full.
So she had to have signed as E
Hey!
instead of Ethan.
The way it works is they just lose their known name when they sign their full birth name. That's,
Okay, yeah,
that's,
Kay's
that's
still-
how it works. They lose their memory of
Yes.
that name altogether.
Yeah. K's still good. He doesn't know his memory, but he still knows that he is K of the demons.
But Ethan would have signed as Ethan, not as E, so why wouldn't he recognize E?
Candle signed as E. Because that's
No,
what
and
Candle's
Candle signed
known
it would have been
Everlit.
Everlet.
Well,
Which means
Everlet
if
was
we
not
still
signed.
call him E, yeah, Everlet's not the one that signed it. Was Ethan. Ethan, you
I did not hear the specification that he switched back into Ethan. I
okay,
just
wait.
assumed he's
you
still
can hear
Everlit, which he
which
always is.
tone. No, but you can hear the tone, like which voice she had. She was
I
Ethan
didn't-
at that time.
I didn't recognize that
Yeah,
at the
I had
moment, so I
changed.
apologize.
I
So
thought
it would have been
always
written as
sounds like
Ethan.
that.
I apologize.
Yeah.
So Ethan lost
Okay.
Ethan's name. E would have recognized this.
Well, then we wouldn't know that they don't.
And you guys
lost
don't
their-
know anything.
Little
Yeah, I called
kid that, I guess little kid works now.
Always has.
How is that?
Well, we don't
Child?
know
Anyways.
this now because E is what I called her, and she.
Yeah.
But it's
E.
technically
So
not
she's-
Everlit again. Once again, you didn't clarify. Went back to Everlit, so
Yeah.
E or Ethan is.
But Ethan knows that E is. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. This is one of those
Stop!
weird
You
stories.
just wanted-
So quit
Okay,
it.
well, let's
You
just
wanted to-
ask.
We've lost Ethan, the name Ethan. We have not lost E or Everlet, and both are aware of the other names that the other goes by.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So
No.
you
Now we
guys,
have
what are
it
you doing?
Following.
Hani was
look-
talking to E.
Yeah. E.
That's where this whole thing got derailed.
Hey E.
Wait, sorry. I was still previously as Ethan, so he's
Yeah,
gonna
so you signed as
look around.
Ethan, you recognize E. Mhm. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but it is not Everlit right now. It's still Ethan. Ethan was the one that was signing it.
Right.
Yeah, so Ethan's not gonna understand E or any part or portion of the name, right?
Well, if Ethan signed it, and Ethan would have signed Ethan, right? So Ethan lost Ethan's
Yeah.
full name. Not
Everlit.
not
Okay.
Everlet's
Not
name.
E.
Including
Cool.
nicknames.
So he would still recognize E or Everlet. He would not recognize his full name of Ethan.
Or whatever his last name is.
Okay. So he's gonna turn to Sahani and just like, oh, you wanna talk to E? Hold up.
Yes, Miss Honey?
So, like, do you ever read stories about this? Because I know you read a lot of books.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's
About
See, growing up in my circle, we had these like rhymes that moms and dads used to tell their kids about the Fae. And it's not a nice place. They're really tricky and mean. They just make it seem like they're nice, but they're like really tricky and they steal things from you.
okay.
So like, do you think we should go here? Cause like I don't. But you put your name on that paper, and like That seems bad.
Well, I still remember. Yes, and the fact is that if we go on this path, then maybe we can find some better allies that could help us fight the dragons, right? Is that not what we are here for?
As you notice that, you look around and you don't see the path anymore.
But like, what if we get lost? Because like we see the lights go off, but then they disappear, and then what if that's where they stop? Like they actually don't go farther than that. We have no way of knowing if this is safe.
Our entire journey has never been following the generic concept of what safety is. Have we?
Sweet face.
The boy has a point.
Yeah. It's just
They're not wrong.
you know, I didn't think of it in that aspect, and that might be an oversight. And
It might be an oversight. You don't say.
but like, this is a really strange type of magic, and like I really want to, like, I'm really good at protecting people, or at least I think I am, and I don't know if I can protect people from this.
If you think it's a bit too dangerous and we should have run, like we should have run from the dragon lich that actually went and stole Grim away and made Grim turn into a vampire, then maybe that'll be good. But that dragon lich needs to go.
Okay, but like,
We're gonna kill the dragon lich. That is the plan, but we might need to find a better way to get to it.
Okay, you're just gonna start walking down the path like, let's go already.
okay, that's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. I'm going to cast confusion on Kay.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Wait, hold on. What the fuck? So much infighting! What the hell? Why does this happen every time?
Right now, she's really scared. Okay, this is a fear.
What does Kay need?
It's another wisdom save.
You got it. The score I got +8 in, right? That score?
The centaur looks at Ethan and says, "You know, young one, your friends are acting a little weird. Are they always like this? Do they need to unwind? I can take you to a party of ours. Lots of singing, dancing, feast, free. And we don't charge people around here."
Kay's going to say no thank you.
No.
You got the dragon to kill.
No,
Yeah, we
hey!
don't have time to go drinking with you guys. We really should get going to that Draco Lich, and I think we should go this other way. This seems like a bad idea, especially
let's,
since the lights are no longer visible, and so we're going down the dark. And there's no one else.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna let sign that.
I would be more than happy to turn the lights back on for you. No problem at all.
Why you turn them off in the first place?
It's part of the deal. It's no big deal. I can definitely help you.
But now you don't seem to be holding your end of the bargain.
Absolutely, I held my end of the bargain. I showed you the way. All you had to do was follow it at an average walking pace, and you would have, made it to the end, no problem, unharmed.
Let me guess. The only way to do it is for someone else to sign their name, right?
No, absolutely not. We can make another deal, of course.
What do you want?
Nope.
Kay's
All
looking
right,
for what do you want?
Nope. Kay, this is a bad idea.
All
you do
right.
not make deals with fays. I've lived in the forest. This is a bad idea. Walk away.
I think I'm just gonna start playing my music, and we're leaving 30!
Kay's eyes.
Jingly.
Kay's eyes.
I'm making my way this way in my carpet of flying. I don't know if you guys want to join me, but I'm going down the regular path. The regular path is
Kay's
the regular path.
eyes are gonna fade to black, and he's gonna say, like, how about this? How about you let us through, and I don't have you killed?
Yeah, threatening phase. That's another terrible idea. I pick up Hani and I offer my hand to Ethan. Hey, let's get going.
Regular path.
Kay is just gonna do a little motion to the centaur, like, I'm coming back for you. I got a good member. I'm coming back for you.
Ethan's still on the path, by the way. He's kind of still looking at it.
Well, that's why I held my hand out to
So far
Eve.
gone.
Yeah.
This is not even
And me
staying
and
to
Liz can
this
make
thing.
make a persuasion check to try to get you to come with us?
Can you? How about you do it at advantage since I'm helping you?
Persuasion?
I only have a +2.
Persuasion?
I have -1.
Okay.
Yes, persuasion.
I can persuade people.
Fine.
yeah.
Persuade Ethan to come with us.
Hey,
I have
guess
a -1.
what?
That shit ain't happening.
I rolled a
You
natural
get that
1.
one anyway.
We don't like dealing with Fae. Let's go this way. 19 because it rhymed.
I love having a bard again. This is fantastic.
I feel like
Come
that's-
on, E.
I got a 19 for my insight.
I feel like the bard should have advantage because he rolled a 30 on performance and then look into that shit.
You see, well, that's actually what it is that if there's a tie, the one that breaks it is one with the higher bonus. Which would be
Ooh.
the 13.
The +13.
Okay, well,
Oh.
I could have cast guidance on myself.
But you didn't.
Say that beforehand.
That's right. And in this situation, I'm going to
Yeah.
agree with that.
Okay,
You didn't
fine.
premise it, so. Do you take Maisie hand as we all walk away
Let's
from the
roll.
terrible land of the Fae? Wow,
Let's
that rhymed.
roll.
That was not intended.
This is what happens when you're dealing with Fae.
Everybody.
Eh?
It's happening! Get out!
We need to go! Everything's gonna start rhyming!
Ethan's gonna turn to the Fae and say,
No
I
way.
will need to go first, but I will need to come back because this page is interesting and magic is always interesting.
And
And
the
if
centaur
you're
looks at
able
you.
to teach me,
I will gladly teach you spells. What kind of spells would you like to know?
At a later
Oh.
time.
all of them.
Oh, absolutely. Come this way. We can go learn all kinds of magic.
No!
Kay is
No!
going to use Shatter at 5th level on the centaur.
No!
no!
Who's the nearest to me? Who is the nearest to me?
So, here's the thing. He's already persuaded Ethan, so he's not gonna go with him.
Yeah, Ethan's
I'm
just
just-
saying, I'm
Well,
gonna
I mean,
come
if the
back.
centaur rolls persuasion and it's higher, technically.
I could, but I'm not
Oh,
going
yeah.
to. Centaur's just being polite and standing there, not fighting you guys, letting you all do whatever you want. He's just standing
Kay is
around.
gonna say, I'm gonna be coming back to kill you. But like, then he turned back to the group like, okay, since you're all scared for
You
some
can't-
reason.
You can't kill Mr. Centaur, Mr. K. Mr. Centaur said it's gonna teach me a lot of magic.
It's a Fae.
But I can also teach you magic. Just centaurs are creepy.
You
Yeah.
have to be cautious.
The whole
I
idea
mean,
of being
yeah.
able to have
Extra
a human
appendages?
torso
What kind of
while
creep
having
has those?
or having
Yeah.
a horse is really quite interesting when you think about it biologically. I mean, how many stomachs does he have, and how does
3.
the intestines go in through it? Also,
Why the hell
and
is he
let's just
3?
say that
Horses have
Okay.
several stomachs.
Kay is going to
Cows
look
have
at
4.
Ethan and say, they're monsters. They kill a lot of people. They trick people and trick people thinking that they can do magic, then they kill people. So they don't know magic.
how is that different from us, Mr. Grimm? I mean,
We
Mr.
don't
K?
trick. but
I thought it
we
was Mr. Grimm for some reason, because it felt really quite similar. But
just feel
still,
like, oh, we actually know magic. That guy doesn't know magic.
Centaur goes, I definitely do know magic. I'm a man of my word. And he goes,
And FYI,
snaps his fingers,
horses
and
only
everybody
have 1.
sees. And everybody sees the dancing lights as they
No, they don't
start
because
going
I
down the
cast
path.
spell magic on it. Make them look like an idiot.
It has to be
He shakes his
not
hand.
just magic.
He shakes his hand. Well, that was weird. It's never happened before, and casts it again.
I cast it again. I got spell slots for this.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh.
But I still
Okay.
think
We're already
Kay's persuasion
away.
should have been able to win Ethan away anyways.
No, we're
Ethan
already
has already
walking away.
decided to go away, but he just wants to say
Yeah.
that he's gonna come back. But we keep having this conversation, so he's not walking away yet.
Mizu will
Ethan
slowly
has
grab
already
your hand
decided.
and start walking with you. And it's like, let's walk and talk. Okay, moving.
Kay's gonna give a middle finger.
I need to get that Ethan's name anyway, because unless he wants to be called the Wanderer, I think his name is really important to him, and it was given to him by his mama and his papa, which are really nice people.
Wait,
What
what?
are
Ethan
you
doesn't have his
talking about?
name?
Wait. You haven't
How
learned
does
that he
he
hasn't
know
learned
this?
his name yet. That was an accident. My
I
misconception
thought
due
you
to
said he
you
did.
having 3 personalities.
Shit gets
It does
confusing
get
when you have split
confusing for
personality
you.
syndrome.
Okay, so I don't know that his name has been lost.
No.
No one
Oh.
knows.
The
We've
sen-
been calling him E forever. We call K K. We don't know his real name, so we don't know that the names are gone.
And the big
Centaur
problem
bows.
is,
Like Ethan
once
as well.
yeah,
So
don't think you can get your names back. So
the centaur does bow, and he shows the scroll, and he goes, "If you guys ever need me, and come back, I will gladly make a deal. Just ask for Gorefist. They'll find me." And he walks back into
He
the
said-
forest.
Mr. Gorfist, can I make
Let's
you a
not
deal when you
your
kill all the dragons for us?
He stops. Wait, you said deal? What kind of deal are you looking for?
No.
If they're able to help us kill all the dragons, would that not be a good thing, Miss Mizu?
That was Christy saying that, not Mizu. That doesn't count. I just, as soon as
They're
that
so
got
similar
decided, I'm
one
worried.
another, it's hard to tell.
I know, shut up. I know. No, that was, yeah, Zach got excited, I'm worried, so that's all.
yeah, so Ethan threw it out there. I'm not sure whether you guys want to go with it or not.
Making a deal with a Fae has its own concerns. So we can always come back to this if we want, but for now I think we should leave.
The horse pulls
Yes.
something out of his pocket.
Got a
This
centaur.
belt. Centaur, whatever. He pulls a belt out of his backpack pocket, like thing, saddlebag. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
His saddlebag.
Pulls it out of his ass.
Basically, it's out of his ass. And he goes, "So you said you wanted to make a deal? Something about dragons?
Oh!
I've got this belt here. I mean, I don't know if it's exactly what you need, but I know that this will definitely help at least one of you achieve your goals. If you're interested in
It's
making a
not
little
what
deal."
he wanted to do.
Kay's gonna put the belt on.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
He doesn't just give the belt like that. He holds it out and says, "Well, if you would like this great belt, I promise there's no immediate curse on it. It does have one
Read
small..."
the fine line! He just said immediate curse.
He says there is
Which means
one small
over time.
drawback.
Oh my gosh.
One small drawback, but I'll explain it if you, or before any deals are made. Okay? The only thing I need for this belt, in return, is a rare flower that grows here within the Feywilds.
Oh, that sounds
Wait,
And
we're in
how
the
long do we
Feywild?
have
What
to take
happened?
it?
a big no.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, are we in the Feywilds? What happens?
He's in the Feywilds. He
What
goes,
does the flower look like?
It-
How are you gonna grow it?
I'm gonna fucking grow it. Fucking druid crap this motherfucking flower right in front of his face.
This magical flower grows about 3 feet tall. It has blood red petals with a black core, and at nighttime it drips teardrops of healing. These special powers would be very useful to a centaur like me, and I'd appreciate it.
Crafts.
And you notice there's no effect. You grow a flower that's similar, but it's not exactly what he's looking for. And he says, "I apologize. That's That's not the flower.
How do you know it's not nighttime? It's not dripping.
If you follow
You
these,
hold on to this until nighttime. It'll drip. We'll take the belt. Bada bing,
It'll
bada boom.
Oh my gosh.
I'm out Faye, bitches.
You're still making a deal with a Fae. It's not a good idea. Because he even said that there is something more.
Let's just leave.
I'm trying.
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
It's already on the main road.
Yeah.
the centaur goes, one last thing. If that deal won't work for you, although I will still prefer that you go get it for me.
Is anybody still in the portal?
No, I had you
Fifth
picked
level
up and I
dispel
started
magic.
walking after grabbing Ethan's hand. I walked out. So I
Okay,
got
well,
both you
Ethan's
and
out then.
Ethan.
If everyone's out, I'm casting 5th level dispel magic on the portal. Goodbye. Like hanging up a phone portal. Goodbye.
Oh shit. Oh.
not objecting.
Yeah, nobody's.
Hope I don't need my biggest spell slot of the day. Because it's going
Oh,
to
fuck. Oh my gosh.
The
Bad things
wanderer,
are happening.
those of you who
Leave.
can see the wanderer, that is sitting right near where you dispelled the portal, clapping. Well, you destroyed my shortcut I created for you. Great.
I destroyed it, but I don't know. I can't see him, so.
That's right.
Well, I tried to go through with it.
That's okay. I'm sure your friends had their reasons for not helping you get down the path. It's fine.
I mean,
They
well,
said it was a bit dangerous.
It could be, but it's also quite safe. I live there now. All you have to do is follow the path.
Okay, centaur man thing.
No, this is
Quick.
the Wanderer.
It's actual wanderer.
Oh,
Is
wanderer.
Unaware.
So the centaur is gone.
Centaur's
Yes,
gone. You closed the portal.
I hung up the phone call.
All right. Well, I was gonna maybe pull one last thing, but that's okay.
It freaked Tanya out so much she just made the whole thing go away.
She said, bye-bye.
At least, hopefully, we don't deal with any more Fae.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go. We're going the path.
Yeah, I'd rather
We're
take
not
my,
going
I'd rather
through
take my
any
secret
secret
mushrooms.
tunnels.
I'd rather take my luck with the mushrooms than that guy.
The wanderer walks over to Ethan on you guys as you guys start to walk away, and hands Ethan a glowing green leaf. Says, "Here, if you ever lose your way in the darkness," and then disappears.
You can
Ethan's
leave
gonna
me
take
alone.
the leaf.
And smile and say thank you.
And then after that, he's gonna cast, what's that? You wanna know what the heck this thing is? Identify.
Identify.
Of course.
You identify it as unknown magic from the Fae.
Oh, okay, cool. So I have Fey magic. He still doesn't know about the thing about the name, so he's just gonna continue forward and with the rest of it. He is going to keep the leaf very far away from everybody and not tell anybody that he got it because you guys are so distrusting of the Fae. They did nothing to us.
Yeah, growing up, I heard a lot of stories. Like when you live in the forest, you have to be careful of these people. And there's just so many stories of them being like fairies, for
Kissy?
instance. Fairies seem really cute and pretty and nice, but realistically, if you do a favor for a fairy, you'll never go home ever again.
It's true.
So,
I've
But
heard
if
many of
somebody
those
did not
stories
want
growing
to
up
go
as well.
home, would that not be a good thing?
but like,
Against
when
your
I,
will.
like
Let-
you couldn't
let me
even
explain it
leave
for
the
you.
fairy realm. Like you would be a slave to the
Yeah,
fairies.
you could never choose to go home, even if you don't want to go home. It still takes away your freedom, which is never a good thing.
Another way to look at it is this way. You'll do a favor for them, and they'll do a favor for you. Their favor for you, however, is they'll take you, your child, your grandfather, your father, whoever they want, into the realm of
Your
the Fae,
child's
and you'll
pet.
never see them again.
If we're all into the realm of the Fae, why would we not see each other though?
No, they take what they want. If they want you, then they take you. If they want your child, they take your child. If they want
the walk
your
and talk,
neighbor
right?
twice removed, oh yeah, of course, they'll take them.
And they generally want what you love the most. That's what they want. Like, I don't know what happened when you two signed that paper. But I don't know if everything's okay.
Jason said, "You worry too much. Can we keep going now?"
Sure thing.
Worrying keeps us alive.
I can't say K, can I?
You can.
Oh, I
Yeah,
He
can't
didn't
say
lose
okay,
K.
K.
He lost
Yeah.
his full name. That we don't know.
And neither
Sure
does
thing,
he
Kay.
now.
Nope, neither does he.
And you guys will probably
Now-
never find that centaur again.
Can't wait till E switches to Ethan. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Is that going to be
It's when
possible?
everything will be. Yeah, it can still be possible. Just because he doesn't know his name doesn't mean he can't be himself.
Can't call for him is basically all I'm saying. He'll ignore himself, calling for himself. Right.
Oi!
Doesn't recognize
Oi.
the name.
It's gonna be
Regular-
a God of War.
Regular
Boy.
child, regular child.
Wait,
child.
hold on. Sorry. Do I have this clear that if anybody calls Ethan by his name, he would not know that he's being called?
So technically, it's kind of also an advanced form of that. He takes away the identity. So that centaur could now walk around on the material plane, and anybody who says E would recognize him, the centaur,
Ethan.
now as Ethan. Sorry, that centaur will now be recognized as Ethan.
Oh.
That's why you don't
The
sign
centaur can
anything.
go to
We needed a
Ethan's
lawyer.
family.
So just saying, your identity is basically now missing. That's why I keep trying to say nicknames
Your
are kind of
identity was
not really. Yes, exactly.
Ethan doesn't. Okay, he just says Ethan. So.
Yeah, well, Ethan's gone. Ethan is no
Okay.
longer Ethan.
But I. Okay. So, if that's the case, I don't think he's coming back.
I mean, you still have all of your memories. You just don't know your name. And that's all it seems like on your side. You still remember your parents, but your parents acknowledge that they recognize your face. But if that centaur was standing next to you, that's now their child. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still you, but you're not.
So do we know Ethan's name?
You know
Still?
Ethan.
We know
Ethan.
Ethan's name technically, but if we called him Ethan, he wouldn't recognize it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys never knew Ethan's last name anyway.
That's right.
It's true. Yeah.
Name is the woodman's son.
That's as far as we know.
Peter's last name is Funny.
Hey, Peter, funny.
No.
Peter has no last name. It's a lie.
Yes, he does.
It's a lie.
It's brought up several times, like Peter Williams as like the fucking most bland name.
Here's Peter
Williams
Williams.
is a first name, not a last name.
You called him Mr. Williams
Here's a
before.
liar.
That was Ethan.
That was Wisp.
Yeah, that
Oh, wait,
was
no.
Ethan.
Oh.
That was Ethan. Ethan called him
Very
Mr.
well.
Williams, and Riz was like, "What the fuck?"
Very well. Anyway, we're walking. We've been traveling for a bit.
Yeah, we're walking and talking. Walking and talking.
We've been walking and talking.
Well, you guys definitely find another path through this fungal forest. Definitely
Yeah.
well carved, looks like a normal path.
Much better.
And in the distance, you even see a bridge.
There are gonna be billy goats at the bridge.
I'm gonna stop for 10 seconds and be like, wish I had a picture of this bridge, and then hold out my hand.
There's going to be a troll under the bridge, and they're going to ask us a riddle.
Not today, but one day I'll catch you.
What?
I said I hold out my hand waiting for a picture when I asked for a picture of the bridge.
Why would?
Hey, so Hani has backstory.
No, in the tournament, the guy, they wanted the
Oh
Peter's
god, that guy.
The paparazzi guy.
Paparazzi guy.
Oh yeah.
Supposed to be following us.
Would that be a thing?
Oh.
Would Jason hand them a photo? I mean,
Oh no, Jason's following Peter.
okay, Jason's following Peter. Oh, that bastard.
no. Yeah. Wait, why was he obsessed with Peter? I thought it was Grim that irritated him.
Yeah, I thought it was more grim.
Whatever. It's
Well, Grim's not here either.
Grim
Well,
is-
yeah, but he'd be following Grim and the Queen.
who are in the Fae.
Jason's just like,
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
wait, what? Come
Assume
again?
that, you know, Perth
He's
is
saying
more
they're in the
interesting.
Fae.
Grim and the Queen of the elves, the high elves specifically, all went into the Fae to start a new culture.
Oh
I could have
no.
met Mr. Grimm on that
Oh,
part.
and that's why when we made the deal, it's like, Peter made a deal with the Fae, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Oh.
At least the terms and conditions were good.
Absolutely.
Okay, but did he actually technically? Because she was the queen. She's an elf queen. She's not actually Fae. She went into
So
the Fae.
the
forest of
difference,
Fae is what you're saying now.
the difference of this is the deal wasn't actually made in the Fae, so it's nowhere as bad as if the deal was made while they were in the Fae.
Yeah, the Fae realm.
They're now a part of the Fae realm, but they themselves are not Fae. They're still
Yeah,
elves.
they didn't make the deal while we were in the Fae.
That's right. So you are mostly still safe. You are bound by the high elf laws and the mortal laws of this plane, not so much the laws of the Fae realm.
A bit better.
Yeah, Peter's only slightly cursed for life.
Yeah. I mean, all he has to do is not fuck up the relationship with him and his wife.
His wife, who's spending money on the servants and gave this bard another 27 gold that Peter didn't really have to spend at the time. And
I thought you said that she was actually smart.
I said she's smart. She's great. She loved the performance. She's trying to calm everybody down.
By giving money?
She doesn't go pay attention to the treasury. She's a queen.
Bullshit!
By the way, what was the centaur's name spelled like?
Well, you never asked.
Yeah, but he did introduce himself and say search for him, so...
He said his name was Gorefist. To spell it for you gives you more power than him, so that's a good question.
Okay.
Then. You can write it however you want.
I bet his name is Gorefish backwards, and that's his true name.
It's not Rumpelstiltskin.
Say it 3 times and he dies
Desperado.
immediately.
Desperado.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, that's the real thing.
Beetlejuice. Are we close to the cave?
I pick up a peel and squeeze it.
Are we close to the cave yet?
We're at a bridge.
Yes.
Are we at
We're on
a
the
bridge?
bridge, Charlie!
Did you guys want to go towards the bridge, or were you guys going to walk completely around the fungal forest?
I mean,
I don't
I think we're going towards the bridge.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
so you
hold
guys
on.
going through.
Where are we going? Why are we
Through
going
Fungal
to the
Forest.
Because
It's
the
the only
short cut that isn't going to kill us.
right. Otherwise, you have to figure out how to cross the rapids that you guys had a raft to go across last time.
Or, water
Oh.
walking.
Wait a second.
Can
Why
all of
didn't
you
we
water
just
walk?
fly there?
Actually, we
I don't
could all
know.
water walk.
You said we needed a raft, right? To get across?
That's how you guys got across the first time.
Yeah, performance of creation. I create a raft.
Nice.
Doodle-doo-doo.
Okay, so my question is, seeing how you guys, are you guys going through the Fungal Forest to go over the bridge and continue on through? Are you now going to use his spell to create a raft to get across the river instead of crossing the bridge? What is the plan here? Ethan even brought up a thing for flying somewhere.
Bridge or raft? Do we want bridge or raft?
Or flying boat.
Or flying boat?
Why don't we get on the flying boat? Pull up the boat, let's just fly over the shit.
I will not perform the creation of the raft.
He performs
Pull
it
the boat
anyways.
out, and let's...
What?
He's being a jerk.
I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna say it.
I know, right?
What I said?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh. I'm used to calling him out on his shit. Anyways, moving on. Pull the boat out. Let's fly over this.
Lucius is very sad when he sees the flying boat and goes, I couldn't make that.
Yeah.
To himself.
Make a smaller
Not
boat.
out loud.
We could make a smaller boat, but, that's not what it's all about.
Oh,
That's what it's all about.
He gives us on the back of his thing again.
Now I'm just imagining every time he does performance or creation, it's just gonna be the hokey pokey.
Oh, man. That's all on you, man. That's all on you.
Please, no.
I feel bad for you now.
No. It's not. No.
That's what it's all about.
No. No.
A boat.
No, I would say a
Oh,
boat.
like every time.
That's what it's all about.
A boat.
A boot.
And then a boat comes up.
Alright, we have the boat.
Yeah.
Let's fly. We have
And
the
then
boat.
if
Let's
it's
go.
like something else, it's gonna be a different song, which is a pun on something else.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Like constantly puns.
You know we have two bards in here, but only one of them is actually making songs and jokes.
I'm not.
Well, everybody knows the real bard here is Rangor.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So apparently, I get a free level 1 bard.
No.
Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I heard from the DM.
I heard that too.
Gosh.
Everybody gets a
Okay,
golden bard.
I'll make
It'll be
a
the new
deal
bard
with you,
party.
Rangor.
I like that.
What are we doing? Let's just.
I'll make a deal with Rangor. Become a follower of the Wanderer, and
Oh
you can
my
have a
gosh.
free rank in Bard.
Oh.
No. See, if he has to be a part of the Wanderer, he should be able to choose any level he wants from any. He doesn't have to be just Bard.
The Wanderer actually is supposed to be Warlock, so this is a special exception.
I mean, I'm not saying no. I will be the first person to play a wooden trombone.
What the fuck? I quit.
Oh
Take it all back. We're not even in the Fae. I can't even make this happen. Just, nope. Okay. You're flying. You're all flying. Mitsu knows that her spell slots were the most important, so she's the only one that didn't dump spell slots in here. Ethan, on the other hand, dumps all of her spell slots in. You guys fly for a day and a half straight, while Ethan is able to rest and recover all the spell slots without the ship falling to the ground and crashing.
The next day, Ethan's gonna be the question mark because you don't call him Ethan and his identity is gone, so you're gonna have to call him a he again.
Hey, boy.
Girl!
Child.
Ding.
Child.
Hey, Ben.
Child.
What? Oh my god, I want to sleep.
Well, then go back to sleep.
We got it.
So Eden's sleeping off, getting all the spell slots.
Sure, yeah. Ethan gets all her spell slots back.
Nice.
Before the boat crashes, of course. That's not even asking anybody else to use any of their spell slots.
You guys have to use spell slots. If not, the boat will
They
literally
will use
disappear.
one level 5 spell slot.
But it doesn't have to be level 5. We can use lower levels.
warlock,
Like, I
it's
have.
not-
Warlock.
Oh, yeah. Locks don't
short
count.
rest.
As a
I know, but-
warlock, he keeps that boat in the air for an hour and a half with just that one spell slot.
Wait, only an hour and a half? I thought it was supposed to be
20
3
minutes.
hours.
20 minutes times the number of spell points used. And 5 is 5 spell points, so 20 minutes.
Huh, I thought I read it differently, but okay.
For a land or ocean-based ship, but you guys are using a flying-based ship.
Oh, so the hour is only for land and ocean.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. But that's enough to cross the Fungal Forest, right?
Oh, absolutely. You guys can, like I just said, you guys got a couple hours. I gave you almost the rest of the entire day and most of the night, so there's at least 8 hours that I let you guys just fly. I don't know if you actually have that many spell slots, but I assume just... Okay, you guys get 8 hours in the air before Grim, or in this case Kay, put another hour and a half in.
Thanks for letting me get all my spell slots that I completely wasted back. Just because I wanted to not let the centaur make dancing lights.
They were scary.
Okay, so how far are we towards the dragon? We are going after which dragon again? The Ebonhold one,
The
right?
Dracolich.
The Draco.
Yeah, so
Ebonhold.
in roughly 24 hours, you guys... Ooh, I can't move Perth. I want to move... Put that on the map layer. You guys are about halfway there. And you got another day and a half to get in the rough general area. You actually have no idea where the dragon is over there. That's almost true. Who was with Solaris? Wasn't that... That wasn't Selhani.
Selhani went to go after Solaris.
Yeah, you guys met up with him someplace.
Yeah.
Selhani and Mizu.
I don't think you guys actually got to the place where he had met his master, so...
We went into the building where his master was.
Yeah, we did go
Oh,
back
you guys
there.
did go there.
Yeah, they found some
Yeah.
shadow
Oh, sorry.
clone mockery
did.
thing.
Hani
Okay.
stayed with the master. Is what happened.
I remember
Mizu and
Solaris
Stella
did all
went
that.
back
I couldn't remember if you guys got there or not.
Just me.
Just me.
Because I stayed with the master and he taught me karate.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
We
bad.
didn't want to risk we didn't want to risk him getting hurt up there, so we left him with Hani.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I kicked a nat 20 Solaris in the shin after doing karate with his master.
So I'll say you have at least a good idea on where to start looking.
Miss Honey? Miss Honey?
Yeah?
You had that spell that could let you find people and find things, right?
Yeah, I do.
Would you be able to help find the Dracolich?
I was actually just about to try that in one of two ways. So
Because if you need something of the Dracolich, I have this cup which I stole from him. Or her. I believe they said it was a her.
Oh, well, magic doesn't work quite like that. I can just see if there's any dragons in the area within 5 miles of us. But remember how I could see through the eyes of the red one when I closed my eyes and fell asleep? I'm going to try to do that with this guy or girl and see what happens.
Okay.
But when I wake up, I will 100% find her, no matter what.
Okay, that'll be good.
Take a nap and figure out if I have a dream about a Dracolich or what the hell it's doing.
Oh, you most definitely have a dream about a Dracolich and killing it and riding on it and all kinds of interesting adventures.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The unicorn.
So Honey now believes because she's killed it and ride it in her dream that her dragon count is up to 3.
You guys,
But I'm gonna cast locate animal when I wake up.
you guys notice as you, or if anybody is looking off the side of the ship, assuming you have nothing better to do.
Because we're in the air and he doesn't like that.
It's not
I would be
natural.
doing that too. But both the doors will be looking off the side.
Okay. Well, you guys notice, I don't know if you have any idea how big the large ravines are in the world, but this here makes some of those look small. This trench, although not incredibly long, the depth of this trench looks so deep you can't see the bottom of it from up here. And so as you guys are looking down into this trench, it almost scares you
Nice
to
trench.
know. Yeah, it almost scares you to know that something might go so deep into the world.
I mean, it makes me feel at home. I don't know about you.
It's really unnatural, but yes. This trench
The
is
closer you are to the center of the earth, the better.
maybe because you are a dwarf.
Yep.
This trench, as depicted by your map, called the Great Scar, is full of lava at the bottom somewhere.
So if we go down there, we'll be warm for the rest of our lives.
For the rest of my life is correct.
Yep. Very correct.
Some would argue.
As the day goes on, you guys start traveling into the cursed lands of Ebonhold, and you notice immediately the land starting to turn black. The grass is shades of orange and purple. The water is bright green.
Why?
You have a naturally uneasy feeling, unless you guys are evil in your alignment in any way, then you feel very much at home. But the rest of you feel very uneasy here. Even people of neutral feel uneasy here. If you're leaning towards evil, you're fine.
Kay is going to shiver a little bit. This area feels weird.
One moment. I'll be right back.
Good to kill me like this,
You know,
please
weird
either.
Kay has good in him? I'm so freaking confused.
Me too.
Yeah, Kay is.
Chaotic, but he's good.
Not
Good.
awful evil.
Yeah, but I thought that we had got it. I thought I had to change because it wasn't what I thought it was. I thought.
Oh, did you change it?
Yeah, I thought lawful evil was that they do evil for like the sake of the law.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
See, I told you, Christy, you and I just had this type of conversation.
I know! I knew you were going to bring it up too. I understand. I get it.
I
Listen, you
actually
expect
forgot
people to
that
remember
Honey
things?
went from true neutral to neutral good, so she's good with my
Yeah. Yeah,
So
this is.
anybody here is shivering along with Kay and Ethan?
I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Who's
Means it's
not?
chaotic good.
It's definitely
Dun,
cold
dun,
up where you guys are too.
dun.
Not like freezing of any kind, like you're gonna get sick, but it's definitely very cool air.
I mean,
So.
if it all helps, like, I won't be shaking for long once we get rid of the Squidwards. Then I will be
because you'll
happy.
be drinking. Yep.
life.
You'll be very warm.
Speaking of that, I just happened to remind the party. Do you remember that you have a horn of endless alcohol?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I just
Oh,
want
yeah,
us
we
to
do.
remember as long as
You
you
tried
remember
to
that.
feed it to Ethan again
Yeah,
recently.
you were asking questions.
Okay.
And Grim's not here to yell at him.
That's right. Exactly my
Nature!
point. Okay. So.
A giant orb falls out of the sky and hits him in the face with a note saying, "I'm watching."
Except for I don't think Grim knows how to pierce the planes of existence, so probably not.
It only works when DM wants it, apparently.
Possibly,
Yes.
maybe Faye. Just possibly, maybe Faye friends might.
Possibly. That's a possibility. Most of the Fae actually don't know how to traverse the planes, they just expect it.
Their expectation leads to creating the reality which they want.
Right. High-level wizards and sometimes sorcerers can plane shift whenever they feel like
Yeah,
Plane shift.
which leads to a lot of problems.
it. Venturing off your
Like, you
plane of
haven't
existence.
seen him, but you haven't seen it, but like Ethan can plane shift.
See, so once again, we're going into different avenues until something comes up. But yeah,
Yeah, like, because it's called tangent. This wasn't supposed to be important.
no, it was not. You weren't supposed to point yourself out. Okay, so
She's not wrong. That is definitely the name of our team.
right, absolutely. Okay, so as you guys are flying through here, you actually catch glimpses of new kinds of creatures that some of you have never seen. Others have obviously seen and talked about.
Me and Rancor taking notes. Look at that animal.
So is Ethan.
Look at that animal.
All the notes.
Right.
I'm gonna turn into that one so good.
So the first type of creature you see is werewolves, running in packs across the plains, taking out
The fuck?
giant green slugs. And the slug is giving these groups a run for their money. Werewolves eventually take it down without losing any, but you can see that they had to work for it. The slugs, as they die, are spewing green blood. What were you
I
gonna
did
say?
catch the animal by the way.
Would Mr. Wisp like to catch slug?
Green slug?
Like, we're talking about these things are
Oh my
huge, almost the size of your ship. Huge.
We should
No,
feed him.
it still makes sense.
Mr. Rancor Plus.
Oh, yeah. That slug could last a while.
Could. Definitely could.
Make a big old meal out of that.
Wouldn't be able to eat it
Wonder
raw
what it
like you
tastes
like.
Why not?
I mean, it's so big. I guess
You
it's
never know until you
right.
try.
Why do you say it that way? It's so big.
It's
so big.
So big.
I know. How does
It's
that
so
prevent it from
big.
being eaten raw? I mean, you just cut out a
so
chunk.
big.
Oh my gosh, it's so big.
The biggest.
Oh Gosh, guys, quit it.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Gosh. Okay.
Why?
and gone.
And another tangent.
We will see.
That was a hard whisk. Okay, let's go on.
There's plenty to do in this place. You'll also
As we
start
fly over it.
as you fly over it. You'll also notice that there are giant bats or some form of mutated human bat-like creatures.
Why are they all giant?
Are they so big?
No, not in this case. They're no
Oh,
bigger than humans.
They're not. They're not so big.
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 What are y'all doing?
They're about as big as Peter's Peter. Okay, from where you're standing. They don't. If you can see it from standing right in front of him, that's how big these things are. I'm not sure if you can find that.
Wow. That's not so big.
I feel like I need it's not so big as a ring show.
That's a pretty big. Yeah.
Guys, we're never gonna get where we're going.
Yeah. That's so big of a problem.
Hey,
It's so big of a
get us there in
problem.
10 seconds if we really wanted to.
Yeah, we could.
We're trying, and he keeps trying to describe random stuff. It's like you
I'm
don't
trying to
care, fight over it.
describe the whole place because it's important to the story of the
Probably
area.
so big.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to it in the next year or
bats.
so.
Giant bats. Okay, what's up? What's next?
Giant
Yeah.
bats and man bats, and maybe man bat man.
Man, bat, man, mad. Man, bat, man, bat. Man.
You'll see a lot of Wayne Bruces here, I know. Okay.
Oh, that's all
My
Spanish.
arch enemy.
Man, Batman.
Lucius, Constitution saving throw.
Stop being a dick. Oh.
No? Okay.
Just go.
Now.
Waiting.
Alright. So, as you guys continue venturing through here, I'm going to ignore most of all the other great details of this place I had mapped out and was going to tell you guys how pretty it was.
Let's hear it.
You come across a mountainside, a very familiar mountainside with a
Let's
house.
hear about how big it is. Let's hear about how big it is.
Wisdom saving throw. Right now, Lucius. Wisdom saving throw.
I know, I actually do want to hear your descriptions and stuff. This is...
Too late.
Okay, so we
Too
can
late.
say
Just tell everybody I'm the one being a shit. Just stop and talk.
Dang it. Rangor survived.
I took it for you there.
Wait, what?
It was nice and big.
Thank you. Yeah.
God.
No.
Alright, so
I'll
you were
make myself-
describing this
What
one?
else is
Yeah, you were
there?
describing...
Green water, purple
just-
skies.
Yeah, it's pretty, looks just like Peter's Peter. Alright, so you guys get to this
So big.
mountain crag. Really? You have to continue it. We stopped.
Okay.
Started.
Well,
Just
you
go.
brought up the... Yep, okay.
Yes, you brought it up. That's your fault. Just go.
Death save. Okay, you guys get to the mountainside of the one lonely peak that stood out with a flat top as if something blown it off. And you guys can see that one dojo where you had went up to it, explored it, and the armies of the werewolves had attacked at one point in time. And as you guys continue to watch it, as you are drifting towards it, according to your map, pointing in this direction, you do happen to see the time loop replay again. The dragon, almost as if portaling in with magic, appears, swoops down, attacks the house, all the werewolves go in, and then they're gone. And you see this replay like 7 times.
Mizu will actually describe what happened because I'm sure everyone probably started freaking out. So she'll say, "Oh no, this is actually something that." So when I experience it, everything's okay. It's just this weird time loop.
Absolutely fascinating. If you're able to understand the sense of times and how it loops in this particular way, we will be able to solve many problems of the world.
By
Yes.
perpetually making people stay in one moment. That seems dark.
Time travel isn't natural.
Speaking of which, your map shows, as you guys get closer, the dragon's moving on the map in accordance with this time loop.
Oh,
What?
It appears that the dragon has been caught in the loop.
The dragon then must probably not be the source of the loop. We need to find out where the source of the loop is. If we are able to find out where the source of the loop is, then maybe we'll be able to see if this person is good and bad and if they will help us. And also, if let's just say the dragon is being stuck on loop, this dragon won't be able to disturb anybody anymore, would they?
I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, we have to kill it because its mere presence is what's causing the disturbance. Granted, it's not the one causing the time loop, but if there is a time loop, we might be able to plot and trap this dragon. Might make it a little easier for us.
If let's just say it is inside the time loop, then any of its effects would not necessarily be pushed out because it is stuck within a time loop. So it is neither forward nor backwards, therefore it should have no effect on anything anymore.
This is why time isn't natural.
So I guess the key question is, do we have to worry about this dragon if it's stuck in a time loop, as what E is saying, or is it something we still have to defeat?
so
We could
How would it
possibly
be
just
stuck
keep
in the
hitting
loop
it.
and we ran into it though? We encountered it.
You did. Well, you encountered
Yes,
one of them.
We encountered
One
a
of
Draco Lich before this happened to the dojo, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it could be the same one, but if it was before the time loop happened, because that's why Solo had run off, was something happened.
Well, in this case, I think the best thing that we could do is just make sure that the time loop continuously plays and that nothing is going to disturb it, so that this will continue playing out and we will not need to fight another dragon or do anything with this dragon because it is neither something that we can think. We don't need to think about it anymore then, right?
we can go and kill the other dragons, and then if it
Come
does,
back
we
if
can
we need
keep
to.
this for
Yeah.
last. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that
might
seems
be the
like it.
least urgent one.
True, because it's not like he's going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Out of all the dragons, this is probably the safest one. We just need to make sure that the time loop is not broken. Therefore, maybe we should try and find out why the time loop is there and ensure that it doesn't break and reinforce it if needed to be.
But what
What
if
if-
us doing that breaks the time loop?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
That's why we need to find out what's up the time loop.
It's been undisturbed for a while, like what, a week or two?
Uh,
Or no, actually
couple of
more than
months.
that, because I totally forgot we stayed in Perth for a month per what you had us do. So it's been a few months where it's been looping like this. So we could look into it, but
find the other dragon.
we could look into it, but we might break the loop that it currently is, or we could just move on to the next one and just come back if we need to.
Yeah, you got 3 months. You got a countdown. You got a timer on it. Even though we don't behave like it most of the time.
Very well. We got that.
Alright then.
Plus, we can't skin it and use its hide, so let's move on.
Right.
That's the true motivation comes out.
I'm kidding.
We all have our own goals.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Don't you guys want to make clothing out of dragon hide? How cool would that be?
Yeah, but see, this one didn't murder my family, so I really don't have any, things against it.
I like it like this. This way nobody needs to worry about it anymore and we don't need to kill anything. So it's the best situation. If we could have a time loop on all the dragons, would that not be the best?
Yeah, but little E, it's a Draco Lich, which means it's already died. So we're not killing it, we're just re-killing it.
We're putting it. We're helping it move on to the next life because it's undead.
So this one doesn't count.
But either way, this would be much, much nicer for ending for it, don't you think? Where it almost tries to do something and it never does.
Well, actually,
so everything it does is actually ever going to be ineffectual.
That sounds
and
like
it's never going to do anything anymore.
Say a success.
It did destroy it and did kill many people in that building. I've been in the building. It's done. They're dead. It already caused it and is continuously looping in that terrible.
Yeah, so it's continuously looping its success. So really, it's probably
happy. But
okay,
yeah.
on to the next.
Let's move on to the next one. We'll come back if we need to.
Yeah.
Mark it off the list.
I wouldn't mark it completely off. We'll just put an asterisk next to it.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it up here and put a pin in it. We'll come back to this one.
KIV.
KIV. Oh, corporate talk.
Oh man.
So, where to next?
The next dragon. The bee.
Yeah, now I'm really feeling like we should have killed the elephant.
No, I think we should wait a little bit longer for those. I need more
levels.
TNT.
Ah, that's true. I do have to buy you more TNT because we did use that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a town or anything near here that we'll be able to go to?
Roll a perception
Oh,
check.
we just need to kill more dragons because if we do dragons, then light them on fire. We have plenty of TNT. This is something that's been established. So, because he wants to blow them up, and we originally used his TNT to blow up the wall in Perth to release
the dragons? But this got skills.
No, the elephant.
The cities.
Yeah, Rigor wants
just gonna
to.
use dragon flesh to blow them up because it's essentially TNT. If we light it on fire, apparently, without curing it.
We give you 15% of all the dragon flesh that we get.
You know what?
TNT.
She sounds like
just
a
need enough
favorite to me.
I just need enough to make quite a large explosion, and I'll be good.
You have to be careful because it will rot, though. I mean, it'll probably be closer to the squiddies. Like the dragon we kill over there, and then keep it on ice essentially
why do we
until
get
we
the
get there.
TNT? Why do we get the TNT just before we go for the squiddies? Then we don't have to keep lugging it everywhere.
You have an alchemist named Ethan that could probably help solve all of these problems, but anyways.
Actually, we don't have an alchemist named Ethan anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a side effect.
Candle anymore.
Candle is the one that does it. Okay? So. A well-learned candle.
You have an alchemist.
You do have an alchemist. Once again, you guys are going to head south?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
We're going on to the next one.
Roll me a perception check.
Who?
Sulfur.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. For what exactly?
The lock formerly known as Ethan.
Yep, just go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. Because I only have a 1 in my perception, but if I use Jennifer, I have a +3.
If you think you need to, then go ahead.
Oh well, I got a 20 anyway.
Okay, it's not a natural 20, but it's still 20. You look off into the distance when you guys were talking about where to go next, and you were thinking about possibly going to a city. And you happen to see large silver flowers.
Goes out to Sohan.
What does Candle or Ethan or whoever wish to do with that information?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I know them, maybe using a history or Arcana. How far is it again?
It's quite some distance. It probably another half day's flight to get to them.
Oh, okay. I'm also. Oh my god, my history was terrible. Why do I keep rolling 2s? But either way, yeah, I'm gonna point them out to Sahani and ask if they know about these flowers.
So, honey,
I can do nature.
Ethan can describe them to you, but I would like you to roll a perception check to see if you see them. So go ahead and roll with advantage even, because you've gotten a description.
Oh,
Look, I can't see shit.
Sorry.
so he can't see over the rim.
I'm too short. Somebody hoist me.
You've been giving you advantage. You didn't do good. That sucks.
Do I know if well they're just flowers, right? I don't think I'll be able to see if they're magical or nature or anything like that,
Not
right?
from this distance, but they definitely to you. Well, I mean everything in this area doesn't look right, but these look massive. Like if you can see them from this distance, even to your candle's understanding of the world, they just look too big to be true.
Stop
Like
it.
Minecraft.
Okay,
so I can see these things.
I'm gonna point them out to
I
everybody
lift
here.
up Sohani with the 4 arms.
I'm gonna smack at his arms and just like, you shouldn't let them touch anybody unless they ask, unless they allow it, because you don't like to be touched.
They just asked to be touched.
Yeah, I just asked you.
We,
Plus, I pick her up all the time.
this
Alright.
would be more for a topic in which, yeah.
So, honey, if you want to look again, you can roll with disadvantage. But everybody else, you may roll with advantage.
Did you
to try
not
to
see
find
what
it.
I fucking rolled again?
No, I did not. Did you roll again? Did you
It was
really?
a
Oh
nine.
my! Okay.
I just kind of lean over off the side and see if I can perceive it. Is it advantage or
You
just
can roll with
straight?
advantage because Ethan's telling you roughly where, and giving you a description of what they're looking at.
I got a 26, so natural 20.
Yeah, you see
Dang.
it. Kirsty sees it. Rangor does not see it.
Wow.
Y'all are crazy. There ain't nothing out
doesn't
there.
want me to see it.
Yeah, you see it. Barely, but you do see it.
So Honey's stuff is going up by like 2 each time, so just keep rolling.
I know. I was thinking that. I'm like, it's skipping evens and going up odds.
That's normal for random rollers, by the way.
Oh, of course, there it is. There's the.
Yep, you wasted it. Alright. So, most of the ship can see these flowers. And what are you guys going to do with this information?
Oh my god.
What
Have
information?
You guys
where
see
is
the
it?
flowers?
Is it near
Just point.
to the area?
Yeah,
Is it near the Nahim? Is it on the way to? You're going to Nahim, right?
It's not far from out of the way. I mean, it's not the most direct path, but you could make an easy argument that it could be within your path.
Shall we go and check it out?
Yes.
Even Wisp sees it easily.
Player Christy is
Wisp
concerned
is
because
funny
Zach is
thing.
clearly directing us over there. Just
I did
throwing
not.
that out there.
I'm just pointing it out because of certain situations and keywords used.
Player Alex knows that they're giant metal flowers, but Sohani's blind as fuck.
Player Eric doesn't know any of that, and Rangor doesn't know what you guys are looking at.
I was just saying I have to specify because otherwise you think it's Mizu saying it. Mocking. Fantastic.
Okay, so we're going there?
Wisp is pointing excitedly at the big metal flowers.
Where
We are
are we
going
going?
there.
What are
Woo!
you guys looking at?
I try to
On the
redirect
other side of the
Hani
boat?
one more
Like,
time.
what are you looking at?
So, do you guys decide to change course, or are you guys going to continue just going as straight a path as you can around the mountains?
I think we're changing course to try and see what's up.
Okay. You guys can definitely keep a
think
wide berth. You
logically-
don't have to get too close if you don't want to. I'm not trying to trick you here. I know that makes her even more worried, but I'm going to be honest. Okay, so as you guys float or get closer, Selhani eventually sees them. And you guys notice that, it's late at night, but there still seems to be some form of glow. Just a very slight shimmer. But it's not coming necessarily off of the flowers, more like from within the flowers. And as you get closer,
So beauty's on the inside. Got it.
and as you get close to it, the sun starts to come up. With the
You're gonna melt us,
Here
aren't you?
comes the sun.
Thank you. And as the sun starts to break over the mountainside, the flowers start to bloom, and you start to see inside, hidden behind the leaves of these petals, are buildings. Everything is made out of pure
Oh.
silver.
It's a town.
The Fae would hate it here because it's made out of pure silver. Or is it iron? Iron? Silver?
I
think iron.
Iron. Okay.
We should go touch it and find out. We have dwarves. They can check.
This is interesting.
DM said it's made of pure silver.
Now, I wonder if it's made of pure silver because it's like hiding some radiation, like those magical walls were that were plated in gold.
Anyways, it's pure silver, and there's a city inside it. That's what you guys can tell for now. You can speculate all you want.
We need rope. And
They don't like the Fae either. They try to walk on their
But
house
you-
and they burn.
Do we need to get any more supplies? Do we have enough vegetables?
We have plenty of meat, but we probably should look into something more.
We need orange juice.
You do not need to get any scurvy if you do not wish to. If we have enough
Not
vegetables.
one person.
Exactly. We have plenty of meat. Getting some fruits and veg. Apparently,
Maybe we,
orange juice would be good.
maybe we do want scurvy. You don't know.
You don't, Raggy. Trust me.
I think Reggie might want scurvy.
He really does.
So,
People tell me what I don't want.
Oh, fine. You have to have it. It's very important, Raggy.
I mean, I don't know. Selhani has lived off of good berries this entire time she's been on a trip with you, and
Would
never
you like-
offered anyone but herself.
I'm pretty
Would
sure
you
you've
like-
run out of leaves in time for this by now. But go ahead. What are you saying?
would you like a disease, Rangor?
Oh no.
I am the disease. The disease of awesome.
I'm sure he has plenty of STDs, Rangor. He'll be more than
What
happy to offer.
Heck.
Anyway.
When we're offering diseases, and it comes to that character.
Anyways.
Technically, Ethan got the plague.
Anyways.
It's so
Technically, Ethan
big.
got the plague.
Town is, it's so big.
It's the biggest.
It's so big.
I don't know if I want to.
These petals are so big.
Oh my gosh. Uh-huh.
Nice and
Moving on.
long and big.
Oh my
It's so
gosh.
It's definitely entrancing the guys. Like, you girls must have
Yeah, the guys are so into these.
your wisdom checks have obviously passed. Just the passive wisdom is just blowing these other guys out of the water. I'm just telling you.
Just because you said it that one way, just really, like, it's so big. And it was like, now we gotta continue to do it.
Now it's a thing.
Yeah, now it's a thing.
Once again,
Now it's so
the guys
big of a
really
they're
thing.
rolling. They're rolling their
We need
wisdom checks with a disadvantage. Okay,
Mhm.
moving along.
Negative inspiration.
Negative inspiration on top. DM, I'd like to roll inspiration at negative. Okay. Shoot, that's like nat 1. All right.
All right.
So, moving along.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go to the city, or are you guys going to just continue on?
I mean,
I
I'd
am
be
kind of
fine with
curious.
investigating, figuring out what's
Yeah.
going on.
Heading to the city,
We need-
restocking
we need
vegetables, other
potions.
supplies,
Yeah, we could
potions.
definitely restock.
Check to see if they have any magical items.
Yeah,
Reggie, are
it'd be
you
nice
sure
to be
you
able
feel okay with the city?
No, it's not natural. It's terrible.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gross, right? It's made of metal, and that's gross.
What? What?
Like, I don't mind that it's made of metal, but it's not a natural flower.
Well,
So-
yeah, that too. Like, just everything about it seems fake.
Yeah.
I bet the people
It's
inside
a city,
are
of course it's fake.
But they may have things I could use. So there's that.
I bet the things are fake.
They have rolls of lettuce.
Honey, keep in
What's
mind that not
one
everyone
use
is going to
lettuce?
be the same. So I know that you come from the forest, and these people come from metal flowers. But they could still be kind people. Don't fire at them.
Well, fire is
They're made of metal. Fire's not gonna work.
Don't
Wow.
attack them in any way, shape, or form. Okay?
Since it's a giant flower, it means it has a stock. But if we go down low enough, we might be able to put some TNT into part of the stock, blow it up, and cause the whole thing to tip over.
Raggy, do you want me to smack you? I'm very tempted right now.
I mean, I don't want you
Go
to.
sit in the corner. Stop being a bag of foods on
doesn't
Honey.
not
Just go
want you
sit in the
to.
corner. Oh my gosh, why did I say that? Go away.
As Mama Mitsu comes out.
Shut up.
Alright, so you all
Winston's
land.
trying to hold a.
He's influencing Honey in a terrible
If
way.
If I can't speak with plants on a giant metal flower, you think it'll talk back?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Too bad I didn't prepare it today.
So I guess you'll never know.
Before we disembark, I'm going to turn around and look at the party and say, can we try to pretend to be normal for one?
No.
I hope so.
Honey's trying to
Doing
stick her
that.
own tongue up her nose, like, what?
Honey, make sure you
Like
do
a
not
Lilo
use
and
any
Stitch
spells.
moment, like.
Okay. So just
As you're,
if it's too much for you, go ahead and turn into a weasel, and you can just hide in my pocket, okay? But don't attack anybody.
she likes weasels
Even
in her pocket.
if you want. Fuck you.
It was my
Is
turn.
that
Sorry.
supposed to mean something?
Anyways, as your boat comes to a stop right outside what appears to be the front gates of this giant silver city, you land the boat on the pedal, and out through the gates comes 6 dwarves, also dressed in many gems and silver-plated armors. Very beautiful, clearly giving off a magical aura. And they all come out to greet you. They
Yes,
look
yes.
friendly.
Sparkly-eyed. This is sparkly-eyed. This is just like odd and softly clucking.
Hi, we were just sailing and saw your village and thought we'd step in and see what kind of stuff you have and greet you.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Little glow of fire behind Mrs. back as she says, greet you.
And I casually grab Honey's hand and just hold it.
We were just flying by when we noticed your silver shining plant flowers.
Oh my gosh.
You must have been traveling through the night. You didn't happen to come through the Shadowlands, did you?
We came
Clearly.
over them.
Oh.
Over them.
Oh yeah.
What are the Shadowlands?
I don't understand. How do you
Oh,
go
this
over
is
the
just gonna be
Shadowlands?
very.
You
We
fly.
have a flying boat.
Yeah, that.
Do you mean Ebonhold? The countryside. That's just Ebonhold.
That's
not the
normal?
Shadowlands. That's not the Shadowlands.
May I know what is
That's
the
normal?
Shadowlands, mister? May I have your name, misters?
I am, as the first dwarf talking to you steps forward a minute. I am Gordolf. I am the Lord of the keep. I ensure that all the flower petals are open and that none of the shifters approach the city. As for the fact that you guys willingly approached the silver and seem to be unaffected in any way, we'll be more than happy to allow you to come into the city under our guard, but you may come in until we decide if you are shifters or not.
Oh, I can help with that if you need help with discerning if people are shifties or naughties.
These are naughties?
Yeah, shifties or naughties. You know, people who pretend to be not who they be.
Yep, I'm sure that's exactly what it means. She's innocent. Let it go.
Look, guys, I have this spell that I use, and when it hits people, if they are lying, it turns them back.
Moonbeam!
Moonbeam!
Oh my gosh.
Did you seriously threaten to cast Moonbeam on your own team?
I mean, I don't know if my team are shifters, and now I'm curious.
I mean, to be fair,
Ethan would totally just
two of us
go ahead
are.
do it.
Solo was a shifter.
Mm.
I would
Wait, what was
find
his name again?
Moonbeam was painless,
Rudolph?
but it isn't painless.
His name was what? Goroff?
Gurdoff.
Gurdoff.
As
Like
quoted by
Gandalf,
Wisp.
Gur.
That's how Wisp. Yeah. I don't care. It works.
It does. It does.
Since you never type them out.
Do I need to? If I type them out, then you have all the proper spelling of all the things, and that breaks some of the codes for, different realms. I'm not doing that. Inside the mortal realm, which is where you guys are now, the material plane, it's not a big deal. But once you leave the material plane, it's a big deal. Okay. And people don't tell you their names.
Oh, so
usually.
get off. Okay, yeah.
Gandalf.
Is it such a bad thing to be a shifter?
Absolutely. Shifters, they're quite evil creatures. If you've crossed the plains, you've probably watched them destroying the countryside. They're the ones that create the time loops and have opened up the portals into the Shadowlands.
Do you mean the
werewolf thingies?
Yes. Those are one form of the shifters. There's were-rats and were-bats and were-cats and all kinds of things out there.
I turned into a panther.
Tigers, and where bears, oh my.
Did you just say you change into something?
Yep.
Why?
The dwarf applauds openly in front of you. A fellow druid! Why did you tell me you're a druid? Please, come in! Come in!
Oh, I'm prancing. You know, like when the dog or a cat like happily knows they're doing something good and they prance? Oh, I'm fucking prancing my little ass in.
If that's what we
What did you turn into?
I'm turn into a pony.
Panther.
Panther. Oh, you're finally the panther again.
Yeah, I was panther when I killed the dragon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we're just prancing in.
Then I will follow Silhani's suit, turn into a panther, and follow.
Great! 2 druids. Awesome. We'll have the rest of them checked in a moment. You two, honored guests. This here is Everlast City. We ourselves as dwarves have mined all of the gold, the jewels, the silver, as you can see. We've pulled this all out of the land ourselves, and we use our druid abilities to close the flowers at night for protection. You guys are amazing. Please, the High Lady would like to see you.
Meow, roar.
I'm trying to think of what does a panther sound like?
And par, I think.
This guy says, "Oh, don't worry. I can speak to beasts too. So, even though you're in your druidic form, I understand entirely."
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gladly,
Yeah, let's do the thing.
You know, I'm the elder of my own circle, so I get it.
Understandable. Please, come on in. And this is where we'll end for the night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
You guys thought this was
Good
an
luck going
ominous
through the
place.
painful process of knowing if you guys are fake or not. I'm sure that's not going to feel great.
Moonbeam!
Sorry, guys. It's the way it had to be.
Yes.
I guess.
I thought I was going to scare them and they were going to get mad, but nope, all worked out in the end.
You guys had no idea the plans of this place.
I mean, you don't know my plans for this place.
Blowing them up? Yes, I've heard.
I was gonna say, I think we already know what his plans are.
Actually, no, not quite.
This
Close.
feels 100% like Ringor's people, though, like dwarf druids.
Oh, absolutely. There's more than dwarves here, but they're just the dwarves that greeted you. Absolutely.
Yeah, but we're talking dwarf druids, and we've been hanging out with the dwarf druid this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
And these are the kind of people I don't mind throwing my lot in with so far.
Yeah, see?
So far.
You guys might lose Rangor.
We'll see. If
I
they
don't
have
know.
what I need.
I think illithids are still #1 priority.
Oh, they still are.